Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back to Lydia and Lewis Ride the Murder Boat.
Oh, is that our official name now?
Hogwarts Express.
So catchy.
So this is the Friday morning stream. Me and Lydia, for the last couple of streams, have done a game called Return of the Obra Dinn. If you don't know what it is, it's one of the best, recommended one of the best games of 2018.
Agreed.
Me and Lydia love murder. We love mystery. We love trying to work it out on what happened. And this is a great game. So we're gonna resume our playthrough, and hopefully in the first little bit recap ourselves and recap you on what the fuck happened on board the Obra Dinn.
Every time we come back to this, I think, oh shit, what happened? Because a week is a long time, and with so many complicated scenarios going on. It's the Obra Dinn dance.
I like. So okay, we're just gonna dive straight in. Where are we? Is this the one which we were doing?
We've done like 6 hours, so it must be that one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We're in.
It's Friday Murder Lounge. That's a nice name.
Oh God, murder. There we go.
Oh,
Look.
yummy.
This is where we stopped last time, apparently.
Christ.
Watching a load of guys get moided.
Moided.
Right, let's leave
Is
this.
that where we were?
Right, I think we were kind of, look at this terrifying beast. Well, anyway, guys, sorry, we're diving in. If you don't know what's going on, we'll give you a very quick recap on how the Obra Dinn works. Okay, so Lydia, do you wanna do it?
Sure. Okay.
You
So,
do the recap.
Return of the Obra Dinn. Basically, we are a insurance person, as they're technically known. Insurance person, and we've gone to this boat. It went on a course down from Plymouth, down near South Africa.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill you in. I'll do the
You
graphics.
do the graphics.
Or you do the.
Okay. Down by South Africa and then back up again. But when it returned, there was no one on board. So we've gone on to try and find out what's happened to everyone. The first thing we find is a dead body. And as the game goes on, we find out about basically everyone on this murder boat died. But they died in weird, mysterious ways. We think some people escaped. Some people died of natural causes. Some people died of very not natural causes. And so what happens with this game is you use your little, what's they called again? Stopwatch? No. Pocket watch. And you get to see the moment of the murder. And you've got to work out who they are, who killed them, how they died. It's incredible. It's a really good game.
Yeah, so this guy, for example, he died from being hanged.
So this is a nice sort of, that was an easier one because we can see. Look at him doing a hang.
You have been found guilty by self-confession of
But
the
he
murder
didn't
of
do it.
Nunzio Pasquale.
We found out.
That's right.
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England,
Can you guys hear this?
I sentence you to death by firing line. Mr. Wolf,
Someone says, is
when
Lewis
you are
on the
ready.
Baileys already?
Right, sir. 30 men. Aim.
It's Friday. Treat yourself.
It's Irish whiskey. It's medicinal. The surgeon gave it to me. So poor old Hock Seng Lao.
Oh, he didn't die by hanging, did he? He died by...
He died by fucking firing
Fire
squad.
squad, yeah.
So your first feelings towards why someone might have died are actually revealed in their death. And this is the essence of a good murder mystery. It subverts your expectations, and of course, these were the guys who were there shooting him. Poor Hock Seng Lao. This guy was the guy, Henry Brennan. He was the guy who actually fired the bullet. That was the killing bullet.
Everyone else
see that going
missed,
in there.
yeah.
Everyone else missed.
They were really fucking close, though. They must be shit aims.
This is like how many people were on board. So there were about 60 people on board this ship. So this happened sort of fairly early into the journey, actually, when everyone was still good, still alive.
No monsters.
It was painted. This thing was rendered in an artistic fashion by this man here, who later shat himself to death. As we found out last week. His name was Edward Spratt or something. What was it?
You got a good memory.
There you go. He was crushed by a beast. So he's not in the picture that he drew, you see, because he painted it.
Little initials.
So as you can see, we've got a lot of unknown souls here, and we don't know how a lot of them died. We've seen pretty much the story of what happened. Would you like to sort of go through vaguely, as you recall, the story that happened, Lydia?
Okay.
So it's actually listed here. See, they didn't actually make it to the Cape in the end. They turned around.
Why did they turn around? At what point?
Well, here, look.
Just by the Canary Islands.
So this
didn't
was,
get very far
this
at
was
all.
the first thing that happened at Plymouth. Do you remember this?
So someone had snuck on board, and then a cargo broke. The rope broke, and it crushed someone who was working, and the person who snuck on board also died.
Yes, there was someone in a stowaway, in a barrel, and he was killed, but they didn't realise.
They didn't realise. They didn't see him there.
And his barrel was stored away in the hold with all the other cargo, and they never no one ever knew.
Poor guy.
We don't know who he is either, because I guess there's no way to tell. He's not on the crew manifest.
No. That's what happens when you steal, Lewis. Murder.
This is
death.
before, DNA and all that stuff,
No idea
There's
who
no
he
way we're going to be able to figure out who that guy
Some
was.
poor
sadly.
schmuck.
Unless, we can get some evidence back in Plymouth. But yeah, so then there was this. A bit of cold happened.
They killed a cow.
That's right.
And... Shit, who died? Oh, they were all dying
some of the Indian crew members had disease.
Lung black rot.
The black lung.
The black lung rot.
So only 2 people died of disease, actually. Solomon Side and his friend Renfred Rajab. And then, obviously, they killed a cow. Yeah, I'm thinking this might be... who might have been the one killing the cow?
We don't know that yet, do we not? Do
we think, but we can see. But the thing is, I already remembered this from last time. I was thinking we didn't actually... I was thinking, how can we find out who the butcher was? Because there's a butcher on board. You see,
oh, he's right there. Yeah. We can say that's.
I reckon we don't know how he died, but I reckon we can identify him.
Yeah, let's identify him.
So.
And do they talk in an Irish accent in that little snippet?
Yeah, I think they do as well. So I think that we'll have to go back to that.
Yeah.
But now we sort of know a better picture. I think every time we go and see something, we'll see it with new eyes. And then we went down to the Canary Islands, and what happened here?
It's kicked off here.
Do you remember what happened?
This is where there was a bit of a mutiny. Some guys stole this chest off of the boat and decided they were going off to the Canary Islands, I guess.
Yeah, so there was some royalty.
Royalty on the boat.
On the boat. These Formosan royalty. They were passengers, and I guess they were travelling maybe back to down to the Cape of Africa or somewhere to get a further boat onwards and go back.
And they owned the chest, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they owned the chest, and they were guarding it because there was this guard, you remember, downstairs, and he was
standing
in the
there.
cargo hold, who he ended up getting spiked. But yeah, that's another story.
So they took them hostage and the chest into 2 rowboats and took off.
Yes, so they first of all this guy Nunzio Pasqua saw them doing the theft, or at least saw him.
Oh yes, of course.
And that's what happened. He got murdered.
Yes. And then the other guy got blamed for his death. The other guard.
This was the guy. This is the scene we're in at the moment, where he was blamed for the murder and killed.
But he didn't do it.
Loud.
So they were trying to get rid of the guards so they could steal the chest.
So this was the other guard, yeah. And then when they escaped, they shot this guy.
Tried to stop them.
Yeah, he was just a man who was in the wrong place.
Good,
at the wrong
honest
time.
man.
And then then they went off on these lifeboats to try and get the treasure off the island, I assume. But we don't really know. And then bad stuff started going down.
That's when it kicked off, basically.
Weird mermaids came out of the sea.
Evil mermaids.
They speared this guy. This guy got knifed by the Chinese prisoner.
Who was trying to open up the chest because he knew that it would kill the mermaid people.
Yeah.
But he died in the process.
She died. He opened the chest and burned to death.
Yeah.
After killing the mermaids, and then bringing the bodies back with the treasure.
The only guy who survived.
The only guy who survived, the rebellious Edward Nichols.
Second mate?
Yeah, the second mate was killed by the only surviving Formosan.
Yeah, who was waiting on the ship. So this guy came back and was like, I yield, I'm sorry. And the guy was like, nah, mate.
I have treasure, I yield. No, but so the Chinese guy was like, screw you, killed him. He got pulled upwards onto the deck and then was spiked
by the terrible
beast. Them picking up the treasure.
And they brought on these little mermaid carcasses thinking, ooh, delicious.
This guy got clubbed to death by one. This
and then
guy
they
got
came to
crushed
life
in the cargo hold. This was a disaster. And then from there on, it just went real bad.
Went tits up.
This guy got electrocuted in a storm. This guy, then they started coming over the sides, didn't they?
Yeah.
This guy was the first to die, to be speared by a beast when they attacked from over the side. He died. This guy died. These guys all died. It was a disaster. We need to go back through this.
Fire to kill the spiders.
Horrific mess.
Yeah.
This guy died. He died quite heroically, though, killing.
Oh, yeah, he died killing it.
Yeah.
A brave but unfortunate soul.
We don't know who he was, but we've got a clue because we think we know who he was because he's either the carpenter's mate or the carpenter.
Oh, yeah.
Then because we saw those two working together in that room, in the carpenter's room. So we know some info about those. And then what happened, Lydia?
Is this when the Kraken appears then?
So yeah, then a Kraken appeared. And
Doom.
Goodness me, and then what happened here? What happened with this guy? Lars Linder
was clubbed by an unknown.
So there were some people getting on a boat.
Oh, they were trying to escape, basically.
Yeah.
And then, but he was like, you're not allowed on because he blamed this guy for killing his brother. In the first chapter, when that guy got crushed by the loose cargo, it was the brother of the guy who kills him. And he says, it's your fault my brother died because he blames him for not doing the cargo correctly.
Yeah. So this guy at the very start, who was crushed by falling cargo, turns out that he was the brother of another chap.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was not best pleased. He was obviously the good brother died, I think, and the bad brother survived.
So the bad brother murdered that guy, being like, it's your fault.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, it was the ropes, mate. But too late.
And then this happened. So this was on the gun deck. The cannon started firing at the Kraken.
Right. Yep. And it all started going wrong again.
But the Kraken was tougher than they realised, and they ended up blowing themselves up mostly.
Yeah.
Which turned out to be bad. And then everyone else who wasn't already dead got ripped apart by beasts on the top.
Smushed. She was crushed.
The captain's wife and the first mate's sister was killed. Or maybe, it was the wife, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the wife, Abigail. And then she was put in the room.
And that's I think that's what tore apart the captain and the first mate, who were normally quite close, and made him rebel. And then there's a secret chapter, which we don't know. And then there's finally the escape. This was whoever was left over, tried to get off.
Tried to leave,
But they ended up killing each other mostly. There was an escape. This escape boat went off. We think they got away.
To the Azores?
We think we got away to the Azores, but that hasn't been approved. So there might be something that says who they are. We think this is the surgeon, Henry Evans. So we think he went with them. We think that these guys, the two girls, went away, but we don't know which one's which either.
We tried swapping them, and it didn't unlock anything.
It didn't help. So there's a lot to unpick here.
And then we have the final chapter where the captain.
Oh, the very final chapter.
The very final chapter, which is where we started.
Which is where the game begins.
Yeah.
Which is fairly easy to decipher what happened, apart from we don't know who this guy is. And we probably should be able to, since apparently there's been a lot of clues to his identity. So, yes.
So basically, everyone dies. We don't know what happens to the chest, though. What started all this. Or they refer to it as the shell?
Yeah, the shell, because it's stored in that sort of golden chest, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the captain said it was at the bottom of the sea.
But was he lying? We don't know.
We don't know. So there are some sort of ground rules. You've got to assume that people haven't changed their names or are going under any aliases or anything like that. Sometimes if you're doing one of these detective things, it's always, it was his twin. Or one of those bullshit cop-out
Agatha
things.
Christie's favourite thing to do is make someone pretend to be someone else. That is like every freaking answer to any murder mystery is like, they're not really them. They were pretending to be them. So,
but in this case, we assume that that the information we have, or we can see through these memories, is honest. So we're back, everyone. Who's in the studio? Can I get this monitor on? And also, can I get this monitor on, Steve? Because I can't read chat on it. I think it might be busted. So where do you want to start, Lydia? What do you think? Shall we start?
Can we go to the chapter where the people are deciding to go steal the shell and some of the good people walk in on them, and there's a bit of a ruckus.
Right.
Because I don't think we did that bit correctly, or we missed something from that bit.
Okay.
And now I know what's actually going on in that bit. At the time, I didn't really know, but now I know that they were planning to steal the chest. I feel like I can sort of see it clearer.
So this scene is very simple. The first scene in it, it's
Yeah.
just got these three guys. This guy who's knocked out this guy, and he stabs Nuncio Pastor. That's a very straightforward scene. There's not any more information in that, I don't think. So I don't know what's before that. We don't really have, like... The next one before that is going to be the cow being slaughtered.
Should we try and fill in the surgeon, the butcher?
Well, there might be some more info, because there's a lot of people in some of these scenes. That's the thing. You know, there's a lot of... Let's go fill out the butcher just to begin with.
Yeah, because if he's wearing, especially if he's wearing a apron, and that's in the picture, and he's wearing an apron in
Well,
this.
we can listen to his voice.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Hit her here. One swing.
Yeah.
Get through the skull and stone her brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it.
He's Irish.
Here? Yeah. Come on before she kicks up. You all right there, sir?
Never been on a farm, Chuck.
So this was the three
Mind your
midshipmen,
shoes now.
Yes.
because they're the trainee sailors.
Yeah.
And they're trying to learn everything on ship.
Okay.
And so they do a bit of everything, the midshipmen.
We filled them in, have we?
Yeah, we've got all
Yeah,
three of them
okay.
labelled. This one's Charlie, and
That's
we got
Charlie
his
Boy.
name in this scene. And then one of them was stabbed, and one of them was exploded.
And then, okay,
And
yeah.
we worked out the one that was exploded because he was mentioned by name as
Okay.
Pete.
Pete, yes, Pete.
And then the other one,
I tried to save
we
him.
got his name by
That's what I
elimination.
said,
That's
yeah.
right, I tried to save him.
So that guy is the Irish butcher.
So this is the guy with the knife, I think. Or... No, that's the midshipman. So this must be the butcher here, I assume.
Yeah, with the apron, yeah.
Feels like...
And he was spiked. Okay, so we might be able to...
So we
tick
can
him
put
off.
him in as a butcher. Emil O'Farrell.
Was spiked by a terrible beast.
Okay, cool. And then this is the other midshipman.
Peter
He was
Milroy.
exploded.
And that's been confirmed.
Yeah, so we've confirmed that he was exploded. We've confirmed that he was
Definitely
a midshipman,
knife.
but we don't know who he was knifed by.
Oh, I see, by an
Look for
unknown.
that. And that's why this is in italics.
Right.
It's unconfirmed, whereas this is in bold, so it is confirmed. You see these
Oh, yeah.
ones, there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
difference. And then there's other people in this scene, so things going on. This is how we found out about the... so these guys are guarding the Formosan sort of area, you see.
We assume the chest is behind that.
Oh no, the chest's in the cargo bay.
Oh,
So this is Hock Seng Lao or whatever his name. No, it Beng Sia, and this must be Chiao Tan, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then of course there was
Monkey!
over here. So now we know that this is the surgeon,
Why does the surgeon have a monkey?
and we think he's alive. We don't know.
Oh, right.
He has a pet monkey.
Just
It
says
seems like a
monkey.
thing a surgeon might
Yeah,
have.
that's fair.
And then we've got the dead boy.
He died of the lung, like natural causes.
Yeah, we've got this guy who was eventually crushed, and this guy who was crushed as well. These guys ended up getting crushed by a terrible beast. So yeah, this body here. I think this takes us back a notch to the guy who died of the sickness.
The black lung disease. That, yeah, because we went back and then we looked at their bed numbers, didn't we? And that's how we knew who they were.
Yeah, so there's lots of little strange info which you can find and pick out if you sort of know where things happen. We haven't been using the map very well.
No, I don't think we've really been using it at all. have we?
So sometimes you can tell who people are because officers won't go and hang out with the crew necessarily, or certainly crew members won't go and
Be in,
be in the
higher rank.
officers'
Same as
quarters.
the other fellow. Some lung disease, not consumption. Made worse by the cold.
Will it spread?
If so, we'd all have it. They must have picked it up at the Alaska house. I checked all hands just now, and everyone is healthy.
And him? What are his chances?
I gave him some laudanum. We'll see.
And he coughs his last. bam.
And he did.
So yeah, he got dragged down this stairway. So you saw him coming down here, and he was put in this bed where he breathed his last. Poor old Renfred
Rajab.
So this is the surgeon, we believe.
The monkey's like.
And it feels correct that he's here doing the surgery and talking. This is Martin Perrott, third mate. We don't know how he died.
We don't know how he died.
No, we've never seen his death.
Ooh.
But he must have a death.
Oh yeah.
So he'd know.
Where did he go?
Exactly. We don't quite know what happened to him.
What's the last memory we have of him?
Show memories on deck map. So we've got a bitter cold. We've got he was in Unholy Captive.
Part 4. Yeah, because.
And then he was in the
5,
Doom.
He was in the Doom.
So he was in the
Part 5.
Doom Part 5. So he was in the background when this guy got his head caved in. And then he was actually in the Doom Part 7. Do you remember? And he saw. He was actually there because she said Martin, didn't she?
She called out to him, but we don't know where he went after that.
No,
Could we go to that memory and like, has he fallen off the side of the boat? Like, what's happened to him?
That's a good question, and that's quite late in the story.
Yeah, like he's made it all the way to.
I mean, that's the Doom, right? That's right at the end.
A lot of people are dead by then.
So maybe his death is actually in this chapter.
Oh yes, that makes sense. The bargain.
Because he disappears between here.
And he's not there. Yes.
And here.
That would make sense.
But it does say there is in the lazarette. Do you see what I mean? Like feels like that's where it should start.
This chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. But then that can't be it because we'd have to know his fate to unlock that chapter, wouldn't we?
I don't know how this works. I'm wondering. The lazarette is currently locked at this point.
No.
Anyway, so he's initials. H-E.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, who's H-E? Let's have a look at the
Who do you think that is? Who is H-E?
It could be someone who survived. Henry Evans. No. Alive in the Azores. Could be.
So this makes it even more likely that he's still alive.
Yeah. Is there any other H-Es? Is it just...
Yeah, where else could he be, though?
Didn't we work it out, though, because of the direction they left?
We sort of looked at it, didn't we? We sort of assumed that they'd gone to... See, they escaped in the escape, which is here, after this chapter.
The bargain, yeah.
I wonder, how this works. Read the beginning of the book. What beginning? The very beginning.
I trust you. Oh, it's Henry Evans.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Interesting. So, complete each chapter accurately. Return the book to guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco.
Is he in Morocco?
So he must be in... I didn't even realise this was... See, this is it. This is why chat's here, to give us these little tips.
We need you.
The bargain... So, okay. So let's put him in Morocco then, in that case.
Yeah, so he's in Morocco.
Do you reckon he's... Okay.
Did they all go to Morocco or just him? Well, let's just put him at the moment.
Well, see, we thought because they got the boat off... Morocco's like here, right?
Yeah,
Up
yeah.
Here. So we thought because they left the boat here, they were going off that way to the Azores. But maybe they just went...
Just did a little...
But maybe they've gone to the Azores and then ended up in Morocco. But that's... I guess maybe we just have to put in where he is now.
Yeah, I think that's... I mean, it wouldn't say such a specific detail, would it? If that wasn't something to do with it. I reckon it's got to be Morocco.
Okay. So let's put him in there. All right. This makes more sense than our current one. Was that Africa?
Africa, yeah. Is alive in Africa. Yeah. Because it doesn't say he escaped to. It says where he is now. Try putting them all in Africa?
Yeah. Oops. Put them all in there. Oh. I think we might have got these two the wrong way around.
Okay, yeah, let's switch the ladies round.
It turns out that this...
Let's make her Miss. I meant the young one Miss.
Yeah, we can't actually do this here. We have to go via the other picture. So we have to switch those two round. So originally we sort of did it We assumed that she was...
Miss.
Yeah.
Ah!
Okay.
Yes!
So that was a little bit of a... We haven't really got a good way to identify these two.
But I guess you just have to assume, yeah, Miss would be younger. She's not married yet.
Well, if these two are still alive... There we go. So
And he was
the
right.
butcher. So he is...
And he is alive in Africa.
Okay.
Boom!
Boom,
All right, let's fill in the other lady then.
bum, bum.
Wasn't there 4 people that escaped?
Yeah, so there
the-
was. So I think it was the other lady, but then someone we don't know.
Yeah, another guy. Surgeon, 2 lady gals.
We'll put her in as alive in Africa.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the other one was over here.
Oh, so apparently the way if we were really clever, we would have noticed that one of them has a wedding ring on in a memory.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. And so she would be the married one.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the way to tell.
Alive in Africa, but we don't know who you are. What memories have you been in? Can we see his memories? This guy.
So he is stood next to this guy,
Ooh, Brennan.
who was clubbed to death by Brennan. Now, he's wearing a mate's hat. This is the first captain. This is the first mate. This is the second mate. You know, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. And then this guy over here has a mate's hat.
Is there
So he's...
a fourth
You'd
mate?
assume he would be the fourth
Yeah,
mate,
Let's
right?
do it. And then that other guy will be his assistant, fourth mate's assistant, maybe, standing with him.
Well, that's not always going to happen, is it, though?
I guess that's probably it.
But we could flag that. We could put it in. I don't know if that's even a
Stuart, Davy James. Could be Davy James.
David James.
Yes.
I feel like
Yeah.
some of these we just have to take a bit of a leap of faith.
Yeah.
But it feels right that, you know, wearing one of those hats, he would be,
He'd be. Yeah.
especially on like a sort of event, almost like that, the event of the theatre of the.
The execution.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put their hat on, especially when they're having their picture drawn. It's like you put on your favourite hat when you have your photo taken.
Exactly. Right, we're plugging stuff in. We're
Making leeway quickly.
So what else are we sort of missing? A lot of info. We're really missing a lot of info about these
Wow.
guys.
Okay. Yeah.
All the top. bit,
Basically all the people
especially
from
the
China and
Chinese
Russia.
guys. And these Russian guys.
They were playing cards, weren't they?
They were. So one of them's a top man and 2 of them are seamen, which means there's a good chance if one of them's in the rigging, the other 2 aren't going to be in the rigging. Do you see what I mean? So if we
Yeah.
can find out which one is in the rigging, it's probably this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can find out which one of them was on the boat,
Mm-hmm.
we can do this. So, all right, if you want to take us back, I'm just going to quickly go and get the book that we had down notes in.
Oh yeah.
Because I forgot it. But if you find that one, I think it's the one before this, actually. So if you check on that body there,
This one?
yeah, you'll be able to go and have a look around the previous memory and find out those Russians playing
Oh,
cards.
because they were playing cards in the other. Yes, of
Yeah.
course. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Right. Oh, here we go. Stop your cheating. Yeah, this is it. Hey, everybody. How are you all doing? Drink something. Okay, let's skip this because we know that they're dealing with the. Did you fill in the guy whose brother died at the beginning? Yes, I think we did actually. Okay, so these are the Russian guys playing cards. I was thinking Sexy Brutal would be a good game to play. It's the same sort of concept, isn't it? Of working out who was murdered and why. Okay, right, so these guys are playing cards. These 2 are wearing the same thing, whereas this guy's wearing something different. So one were to assume, to make an assumption, that he is the one, the other one, you know, the other one out. So let's look at you. Gosh, I can't remember how to do this now. Is it? Yeah, okay. And then we press tab. There you are. So he's hanging out with them, and he's wearing different clothes to these 2. And he was shot. We know how he died as well. Emily Jackson shot him. So I think, using the power of my tiny, tiny brain, that he is the topman. Topman? Would you say that? Oh yeah, Sissy Brutal is about preventing the death. That's true. Lewis and Lydia without Lewis. What the hell? Oh, he's back. Here we go. So I think I worked out who these are. I meant which one's which. So these are the 3 Russian guys.
Yeah.
And he's wearing something different to these 2.
Right.
So I'm going to assume. I'm going to take an assumption right here, and I'm doing it. Filling it in. So I think he is Russia. So I think he's the top man. Cool. Okay. And then I think these guys, I don't know which one's which though.
So can we look at where they are sat on the old... Well, this guy looks like the guy... He's the guy who went missing, right? So he was the guy on the boat.
Clawed by a terrible beast, yeah.
So he was the guy... So he was...
It was on the one who stole the chest.
Yeah.
And then this guy... Oh, he's one of the shooters. We don't know anything about him.
Right. He disappeared in The Calling.
What was the calling again? Is this... Oh, okay. This is when they stole the chest.
Oh, so it was both the Russians.
Both the Russians were on that chest.
Right.
I mean, we could be really cheaty. Oh, no, but we don't know how... Wait, do we know how they both died? No. We don't know how he... How come we don't know how he died?
He must have disappeared and we've not flagged up what happened to him.
Okay, if we can do that, then it should be... I mean, I know it's a little bit process of elimination, but if we can just work out how he died, then we can just kind of like switch their names and work out which one's which.
Yeah.
It's a bit cheaty, but...
I wonder, like... Yeah, like...
But one of them is from India, so I'm saying... Are these not the 3 Russian guys playing cards together?
Maybe not, though. Maybe not. That's the thing, like...
Stop your cheating. Worry about yourself. Oh, so we know...
There's only potentially two Russian guys. Yeah. But they're 2 of them are obviously friends. Which are the 2 that went on the boat? So those 2.
These 2.
And this guy...
Well, actually, I'm not... Yeah, no, these 2. Yeah, these 2.
We're not sure... Which ones of them are playing?
It looked like they're all... He's got cards in his hand, he's got card, and he's got cards.
Do you want to just flag up where they are on the picture, just so we know?
Okay, so he's shooting.
So the 3rd shooter is potentially Russian. Okay.
Yeah, and he died when they stole the chest. Then this guy is playing cards here.
He is the guy who was also certainly Russian who got clawed. And then this guy, which I'm not sure of it. Yeah, he's with him, but then that means maybe they're both. Then he's not the top man if they're just sitting with each other. They both. I think there's somewhere we could, there's some definitely a shot where we can see all of the top men. So if we just go back.
I'm going to put him as unknown for the moment.
I think you just put him as an unknown officer.
Oh, did I?
Weird.
Whoopsie. Let's do that. Let's change him. Unknown officer. Oh,
unknown.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Don't worry. We'll make some notes. What's people thinking?
And look, he's a seaman, so it makes me think that these 2 are as well. Look, okay, these have got to be the 2 Russian. These two Russian seamen. Like, why would they're all hanging out with each other, aren't they?
It's true. And those guys at the back, who are the guys at the back? Nicholas.
They're like hooks.
On the very back.
Like these guys?
Yeah.
We don't really know. It's top man.
See, he's a top man. He's a top man.
Which, yeah.
So I mean, these guys at the back hanging onto the rigging they're probably top men, right?
Yeah.
You think?
Okay. Should I fill these 2 in as the? Oh, but we don't know which one's which. We need to work out how this one died. Not this one. Is it this one?
Yeah.
It won't.
Well, he disappeared.
Oh no. Yeah. Sorry. He was shot. We know how he died, and he died. So I'm just going to fill these in and see if it works. So we'll try this way first, and this way. Where are you? Russia. Okay, nothing happened.
It doesn't like this.
Should I try it the other way around? So he's that one. Oh, yeah. And he is the other one. Where is the other one? This one. No.
We're wrong.
No. Okay, should we go back to the memory where they all escaped? Not escaped, where they nicked the chest.
Look how many people are present in this memory. So I mean, there's so many people here. And I think it's because they're all asleep. They're all asleep in their bunk.
Oh yeah, and we couldn't. We worked out some of them, but some of them you can't see.
So this is number 36, whoever that is. We can look at the manifest and see who number 36 is, so we can then see who these guys are. So we know that, like, that's Omid Gol, you know, who we can't see. So we know that, I guess, that these guys are not Omid Gol.
Yeah. Was that the guy with the tattoos?
No, that was Mabba.
Oh, yeah, from New Guinea.
This guy is 39. He has some, like, Christmas boots on.
Christmas. It's Santa Claus.
So we know that, like, Ji Xiang has Christmas boots on. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So if we see someone wearing Christmas boots
And dying. Well, no, that's cheesy.
we can, as long as we can get his face in some picture.
Right.
This guy is number 40.
Normal shoes.
He has fairly ordinary shoes. And number 41 is just sort of hidden. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Like, I'm feeling like, I feel like everyone else, if they just have normal shoes on, then we're not going to flag them up.
No, but if there's, then...
This guy here has got white socks and sort of quite
his shoes are a bit
slippers.
different, aren't they?
You know.
They could be from, I don't know.
Well, I'm just writing that down.
No,
Because,
this
like,
is
if
good.
we got like a dead guy with white socks and slippers, I feel like that's fairly obvious, right?
Everyone know that he's 30, what is it?
He's 38.
38.
Okay, Huang Li, his name is, and these are the Indian crew members who stuck together.
done
This
him.
guy died. He died. He was
done.
the guy who died in the next scene. Poor old Renfred Rajab. Yeah.
He died of illness, yeah, he was sick.
This guy.
Built 53.
This is the other Indian crewman, I guess.
Crossed by a beast, but we don't know what his name is.
Maybe he's one of these guys, though.
Abraham.
You know what I mean? Because he's in.
But it doesn't. Why does it say X? I mean, it's just to confuse
Well,
us.
53, 51, 54.
50.
So should this be 52?
52? Who's 52?
This Indian guy.
Yeah, I mean, that could work.
And then his friend is asleep here.
52, 53, 54, 55. Yeah.
Maybe this guy got out of this bunk. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, to help him.
Yeah.
So he'd be 53. Let's try that.
Because his bunk isn't like. Oh, it's not going in.
It's not going in, but it might be because those Russian guys
Oh,
are the wrong way round or wrong. Do you want to try swapping them one more time?
Yeah, this guy is one of the.
So try making him that guy. Ah, yes!
Okay. So we got some random, just through sheer guesswork. Lewis, scratch your nose if this is live. We are live. We are playing Obra Dinn live.
Scratch.
This is from coming at you. This is actually an old record from the 1800s that's been
Redigitalized.
I wasn't watching. Which ones did we get right?
We got the, I think the two Indian guys and the Russian guy. So now we just got to change that other Russian guy.
So what we think that this was, so we think this guy, so this guy was correct.
This guy was
definitely.
correct. I'm pretty sure because he's the one that
then-
triggered it. So we just need to put that he's the other Russian.
This guy.
No, the other one. The one to your left.
He doesn't look particularly Russian, does he?
No.
But he's hanging out with the Russians, so maybe he's not. Also, yeah, we don't know how he died. That is weird. Did hang on, a
Put
sec.
him
Put
who
this
he
guy
is.
in
Yeah, before we forget.
as one of the Russians.
Yeah, this unknown soul. So he's the other Russian seaman. He's that guy. Yeah. Okay, so we know that's pretty much definitely him.
How do we
we-
know he's not like a top man?
Well,
Oh,
he's
because
with
not
all.
hanging out with the top
Yeah,
man
he's
in the other
hanging with
big
all
picture.
all
Okay,
the other
that makes
guys.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we've got all those four guys right over there are done.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. And then we've got all these guys here in their beds as well.
But they don't have their feeties.
They don't have any particular like distinguishing marks there. I think we sort of went through this a bit before.
They're just
There's nothing like.
socks on. Or
I mean, we know that there's people in these beds and they have numbers attached to them. So did we get the Indians confirmed?
I think so.
We
Should
weren't paying
double check?
attention. I was reading chat while it was like I was patting myself on the back.
I was too busy celebrating.
Yeah, so all the Indian crew
Yeah,
members are correct.
okay.
So we guessed that correctly.
There's someone from Sierra Leone,
Hamadou Diom.
and he's the only guy from there.
Yeah, he looks quite... I would assume he was a black man. And there's not too many black guys on the boat.
On the boat, no.
Is there? There's a couple of English black guys, actually. Or at least, like... yeah, there are a few, actually. There's not... I'm wrong. There's quite a few, actually, because there's the carpenter, or the carpenter's mate. This guy. And there's one crewman who was in one of the...
That guy, no.
Where is this? Well, this guy's
This
black.
guy fell overboard.
So there's two, at least two. And then there's one, I remember his name was like... I saw him because he died pretty horribly at some point. But I think we might be able to figure out who that is. But it might not be him. I don't know. It's a bit of a jump to conclusions, isn't it? But sometimes...
We've kind of got to, don't we, like, at this point?
Was it when they came back? Like, was it like here? Did he die here? This is the one I'm thinking of.
This unknown soul's spoken by a terrible beast, but we just don't know who he is.
So he is... where is he?
That one? To your left? Fell overboard, no. What?
Where is he on the big map? See what I mean? Where is he? It's like...
Oh, that guy. Go into it again?
Where is he? Like...
He's this one, to your left.
This
yeah.
guy on the left.
Yeah.
He looks like a guy from Sierra Leone, doesn't he? With the bald head. More so than this guy, possibly, but...
Go on the guy with the bald head again.
He's playing with the sailors.
Which would fit in, I think.
But he could be, like, from anywhere, honestly. But we could just be wrong. I mean, honestly, like, in this sort of era, his name's as much likely to be George Shirley as it is to be Honeydew Diem.
We've also got to find... So the Chinese socks, we've got to find some Chinese socks. I also really want to find out how the guy... when they stole the chest, we've got someone, we just haven't said how he died.
Okay, I'm going to go to this scene and identify all the other guys at the top as top men.
Okay.
Because I think that up here in the rigging,
That's where they're
all going to be.
They'd
right?
be in there, yeah.
Because we haven't done that, and I feel like that's quite a big clue to distinguishing who is going to be. Because if we could draw a line between the top men and the seamen, then at least we're going to have more information there straight away.
Yeah. Good idea, Lewis.
So I know where he died as well, because he ended up dying on top of this thing. Do you
Oh, it's
remember?
raining.
Because he fell down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's a storm! Battled down the hatches.
Shit.
Well, this is the start of that big messy chapter where a lot of people died.
Is this when the Kraken appeared as well? What?
So there was someone yelling. Did you hear that accent? It was quite a strange accent.
I was being annoying and talking over it. Can we hear it again?
That's all right. So this is the guy who died. We don't know who he is. But he doesn't look particularly English, does he?
I would say he
might be
would
one of the Chinese top men.
One of the Chinese top men, yeah.
Yeah.
If I were to take a crazy guess, he's one of those two, I'd say.
Does he have any boots on? Oh.
Oh, he's got the slipper socks. Put him in. Put him in.
So we're saying he's
Slipper sock man.
Wang Li
Yeah.
with the slipper socks.
Yeah, I reckon that's right.
Okay. And then these guys up here are his bros, I guess. That's Mabba.
That's Mabba.
We know he's a top
Mabba.
man. He's a top man. This guy must be one of the Chinese top men. Okay, now we don't know which one. So if we say unknown top man.
Yeah. We don't know what happened to him either. Is any of them wearing the lovely... Oh.
This guy's like, he's not actually bleeding, is he? I think
it's a
we just decided that was a shadow.
Anyone wearing the nice shoes?
Oh, yeah, good point. So he's got white shoes.
White
by the look.
shoes.
Or has he got like the Christmas socks? He might be Christmas socks boy.
He might be Christmas socks boy. Who's that up and to the left? Who's up? Who's that? Oh, yeah, there's two climbing up. Who are they?
This?
Do you know who they are?
No.
Oh, we do know who they are.
Oh, this is a top man.
Okay.
So we put him as a seaman, but he
But
might
he's
be
up
the Russian
there.
top man.
Interesting. Oh, because we put him as the guy playing poker.
Yeah, so okay. So let's put him as the Russian top man,
Okay,
shall we?
yeah.
But that will involve redoing removing someone who we put as the Russian top man before.
I don't think we put him in, did we? I think I took it off. I don't think he is someone yet.
Oh, you sure?
I think I did the 2 Russian seamen, but not the top man.
See, this is the tricky thing. Like,
Leonid.
so we want him to be 45.
45.
This guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, because he's up there. He wouldn't be up there if he wasn't, was he?
Yeah.
So everyone up here is going to be a top man, presumably. They wouldn't be climbing up there. They
No, he's got to be, right?
lowly boys.
100%.
Yeah. He's got to be
So this guy's a top man
a
as
top
well.
man as well. Say unknown top man. And this dude up here.
Oh, okay. So he's a top man too. So how many? Who have we not got? We've not got Lewis Walker,
Wailing.
and we've not got Omid Gull and Timothy Butemont. So we've only got 3
And
guys
she-
who aren't Chinese.
Oh, who aren't Chinese, right?
See, I mean, he's
Yeah.
Chinese. He's not Chinese, is he?
He's not Chinese, no, I don't think so.
Are they all on this scene?
And who's the guy? Who is the guy who we were like, oh, it's just a shadow? Who's that?
I don't know.
Can we look at him?
It's sort of hard
It's
to
hard
zoom
to
in
get
on.
into him.
Maybe we can get him from like an angle. Is there an angle where we can get him?
Is he wearing a... Wait, look at him again. Has he got a turban on? Is that a turban?
He's very hard to see, isn't he?
Is there...
He must be just the other top man.
Can we look at the top man list again? Is there...
He might be like...
That guy in the middle with the turban on. To the left. This one, I reckon. I think that's him.
Well, he's not going to be from England or Scotland, is he?
Persia.
He's probably Omid Gull. In fact, he is.
Yes! Boom.
Now, we saw him falling
Yes.
from the rigging.
Yeah.
So we knew he was a top man anyway.
Yeah, we can.
Before,
Yeah,
because he wouldn't have been up there if he wasn't the top man.
Exactly.
Shit. The thing is, like, you miss all this crap. You're like, well, why is he falling off? It's probably because he's fallen off the
He was
rigging.
up. Yeah, he wouldn't be high up there if he was a lowly one.
There's so much stuff that like we don't even realize we're doing wrong until
So
until we
clever.
suddenly get it in and we're like, oh, there's been so many hints and we've just missed them all.
How many people do you think it took to... Was it just one guy who made up this story, or did he have... I mean, like, this is just so well done.
Do you reckon this is Christmas socks? So, sorry, who else did we get? Who else were we correct?
We got the...
We were chatting again over.
Oh, we were. the
So we got
Russian
the Russian
topman?
top man.
Yeah.
So this guy is correct.
That guy's correct. The guy with the shadow down there is correct.
Omid Gull's
Omid
correct.
Gull's correct. And the guy with the slippers?
Was it the Chinese guy?
Is he the correct? Was he correct? Yeah, electrocuted guy.
Wang Zi. We got him right because of the slipper socks. So one of these guys is Christmas socks. This guy is either Christmas socks, right? This guy is Christmas socks. He doesn't look like Christmas
Oh,
socks.
he's not got Christmas socks, does he? No.
He doesn't look like Christmas socks. And where's the other Chinese top man then? Is it this guy behind?
Could be the one we can't see the face of. We'd have to.
That's kind of weird, isn't it? We can't see the
No, but that's
face.
going to be the. Is that not a Formosan? Because he's got his. He's like patting the thing and saying no, because she isn't she.
Oh,
the,
you're right. He's one of the Formosan.
Yeah,
isn't he?
because
And
she's the one
other
who's like,
Formosan.
he didn't do it.
That's right. So
Yeah.
he is
The husband? He's that
this
guy.
and
Yeah.
she is this
Yeah.
girl. Right, that makes sense. And this guy here is this guy
This
here.
guy, yeah.
So that's why they've got their backs to the picture, because they're already in the picture, but in a different place.
Right.
Ooh, so clever.
So clever.
Who's this guy? That's what I want to know.
Strong.
He's got quite an iconic
facial
look to him,
hair.
hasn't he?
Yeah.
He looks like a kind of angry fella.
So one guy made this. That is
You
amazing.
made Papers, Please.
Yeah, Papers, Please. Holy shit. This guy is incredible.
He is, isn't he? He's a good
Very
guy.
clever guy.
So, all right. So now we know that Omid Gull is correct. that means these guys are the only two other top men, possibly. So this guy is either Timothy Butemont or Lewis Walker.
Right.
Okay, so I'll just write that down. And now I don't really want to start putting random people in because if we can avoid it, 'cause it gets really confusing.
Especially if we get something right later on, but it won't do it because we've put 2 wrong ones in earlier on. Like.
So what's he? I mean, he's like the top
guy
top
with
guy.
the facial hair.
Top guy with beard. And then where's the other the other English Scottish guy? He's not up here, is he? Shall we put this guy in as Christmas song?
I think so. It looks. I think he is. I think that's a pretty good guess.
Because I think that's all we've got to go on so far. Cool. And then we'll have a look at some of the other stuff as well and see. Where's he on the old? Yeah, we can't see his shoes.
No, I wonder if that's on purpose.
Where's the other? That's Mabba.
Mabba.
Is there anyone else in this? Hang on, we can actually see if there's anyone else in this by going to the Doom. Oh no, it's the Soldiers of the Sea. And clicking on the first thing to see who else is in this shot.
Okay, 14 people.
He was electrocuted.
Yep.
Lars Linde was there somewhere.
He's somewhere, but not at the top.
Henry Brennan, unknown top man, unknown guy.
Striped t-shirt.
This guy, Ji Zhang, top man. Guy was crushed. He fell overboard. Top man. So these are all in this frame.
Yeah, these 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there's... How many people are up there right now? 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6. There's 6 guys up here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And how many top mans are there?
Have we missed some? There might be some down the other way. So there's Huang. Oh, okay. There's some over here.
Okay, yeah.
Who's this guy? He's getting...
We can't go over there.
Oh, there's a lot of people down here. They're all pulling on ropes.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy's about to get... This is Nicholas Botterill. He's about to get speared.
He's... Okay. Oh, it's that guy. Okay.
So that's the first guy that gets speared, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
and
because
then
the spider's underneath him.
These guys are all, I guess, just pulling this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them pulling a rope, which is, I guess, to like bring the sail down. Mm-hmm. Is there anyone else that we're missing? I'm having a little peek around, but I don't see it particularly. God, poor old Nicholas Botterill.
He doesn't know what's about to...
He doesn't see that spider boy coming up behind him.
Right up in him.
It's about to make his day particularly bad. Holy shit. Okay, let's move on to the next bit. So this was part 1 of the Sailors of the Sea.
How many top mans are there altogether on the list?
Like, we can have a look. Not too many, I don't think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10. That's quite a few. So we saw 6 up there.
But we've already identified how a lot of these guys died.
What? Yeah.
You know, Nicholas Botterill died just in the next scene. Mava died in the end.
He was torn apart.
He was shot by Emily Jackson when she was escaping on that escape lifeboat.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So now we know who this guy is. Maybe we can... See, now we know who he is. Maybe we can fill in some other deaths too, because we know that I think this guy stabbed another guy. Remember, while they were doing that boat escape. So
what, to steal the chest?
Useful. Yeah. One of these guys has got Christmas socks. We don't know.
We don't know which one. We put down Jay. We put Jay's hand, but we're not sure.
We still don't know who knifed Thomas Lanker because we didn't quite forget that.
Is he the one that we found in that room? And he's like, been there.
Yeah.
That guy.
Someone knifed him, and we're not quite sure who.
I think that scene and the running away with the chest scene are 2 scenes that
we need to go back
to go back to, because we know a lot, but
All right. Do you want to take over?
Okay.
I think I'm spent with my knowledge.
Okay. All right. So how?
This guy stabbed another guy.
Let's go to the guy in the. Is it in here? Let's go to this memory. Ooh.
Yeah, of the midshipman.
Yeah.
Who
Okay.
died.
Let's see what's going on in here.
And he's like, Pete.
Pete, I couldn't save him. Tell his mum I tried.
Oh no!
Oh no, Scottish guy.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
Right.
So yeah, that's the first mate, isn't it? We know that.
Yeah. There he is.
He was Scottish, and he was killed by the captain.
Okay.
And then he died.
But we don't know who stabbed him.
No, because he was stabbed in an earlier scene.
Right. So.
And then
Here he is.
he was dragged all the way along here. So maybe we need to do this all in like reverse.
Reverse order.
Yeah, because like this is the final. This is like there's a lot of bodies here. Well, who's this for a start? This is a top man. We don't know his name.
Oh, we've just put him. Have we just? Oh, we don't know which one he is. Right. Oh, the one with the beard. Okay.
And this is Henry Brennan.
It's Henry Brennan.
It's confirmed. So he's on the bad guys team at the end there. This is a body. This is
Should we go into there? Wait, who do we think it is? Oh, we know that. This is the gunner's mate.
That's Elias Rieta. Okay, so we figured out who that is now.
But we don't. Oh, we don't know. It's not figured out.
Well,
We don't know who did it.
we know who he is.
We know
I
who he
don't think
is, but we
knew
don't
who
know
he
who
was
did it.
before.
Right.
Shall we start? So yeah, if you go.
Go into his memory.
No, go back even. I think where did it start?
So what chapter are we in at the moment? On the part 5.
We're on escape. So this is after the doom. There's not very many people left, and there's the mutiny going on. So this is the first thing that happened. Was the bosun was killed?
Should
Remember?
Yeah.
Um,
So he was torn apart by a terrible beast. Put me down. Let me go.
Where's my Frenchman? As in his mate.
Yeah.
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart. For damn, the beast is dead. How did you kill it? So the bosun's mate was torn apart. That's worth knowing.
Okay. So
So if we figure out who he was.
okay, so let's look at the crew.
Charles Minor.
Charles Minor, French guy, was torn apart. Who is Charles Minor? Good question.
I don't think we know.
We don't know, do we?
No, we'll have to wait on that. I'll write it down.
Okay, so we know he was torn apart by the beast. We just don't know when. So there'll be a French guy. Where were we?
We were on the escape. So this is like right at the end of the chapter. So after all of the horrible shit went down, there was a decision made. Something happened in the bargain, which we don't know about.
Okay.
And then he came up from upstairs. And then Paul Moss was killed by Leonard Volker. So he was okay. Well, let's go to that one. That'll be on the top deck. So if you go out of this one and take us back to the top, or we could go. God, maybe it's tricky, isn't it? The thing is, there's no like easy way to bounce back and forth from
that's
memory
what.
to memory.
Yeah, it's tricky.
I think that's
having
what
to
this
go
game really
find
needs.
it. Yeah.
I think if you go, actually, maybe do look at those two bodies down here while we're here, just because
These
I
ones
want
over here?
to. Yeah, I want to know.
I feel like once you've discovered the memory, you should be able to like bounce back into it.
So this was immediately before the one we just saw, where he was like, "Bring the surgeon."
So there was a gunshot, which is his head being blown off. Then he runs in and says,
So
"What
yeah, this is the guy who did the shooting.
Oh,
'Cause he's got the gun.
yeah, he runs in and is like, what are you doing, you damn fool? So he's the guy that killed him.
Yeah. So who is that next
it?
guy?
John Davis.
John Davies.
John Davies
Killed
him. Right.
Elias Rieta.
This guy.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay.
And then John Davies was clubbed to death by Henry Brennan.
Brennan, yeah.
Okay, and then Henry Brennan died with the captain.
Was
Yep,
nice.
we know all
Yeah.
this.
Okay, so this is all good. So he shot him because he ran in and was like, "What are you doing?" But he was already bleeding to death because he'd been. Wait,
I think that blood is from a the other dead guy.
That's from a different. Oh, what the guy Pete? Not the guy who wanted to save Pete. This guy down here.
Yeah, so who shanked him?
Yeah, who I did.
So okay, let's just do the team. So the team is
Oh yeah,
him.
he's dragging
He's on
himself.
the team with Hoskett and Brennan and the guy on the ground. This guy. So he's on the same team.
So they're good guys.
No, these are all the mutiny.
These are the mutiny guys. Was
So-
he mutiny?
Well, yeah, he was obviously.
Oh, okay.
This guy was good, John Davis, but everyone else was bad.
Okay.
Okay. So John, we know. So okay, let's just flag it up. So good team, good team,
Good team.
and mutineers.
Wait, so did.
So the mutineers were Hoskett,
Who's got a 9?
Brennan. Davies was on the good team, right? And the other mutineers were Leonid Volker, maybe? Because he's the guy who stabbed... Well, I mean, obviously, this guy was on the bad team as well. Who's that?
He's a bad boy. Well, on the floor. This
Elias
is
Wieta.
the gunner's mate. What's that? Can I go into his memory? I just want to see.
Yeah, see how he died.
Yeah, I just want to see.
Because that's the next one back, I
Yeah.
think. Okay. So yeah, that is the next one back.
So we keep going back. Maybe we're going to see finally who stabbed.
And this is
They're having.
Wiata talking. This is his plan.
Mutiny! Mutiny! Bastard! No!
So it looks like the guy who yelled mutiny.
Is that him who yelled mutiny? And then he got stabbed? So wait, this is the gunner's mate. Oh, my brain. Who's good and who's bad?
Well, I think the midshipman's on the mutineers team, right? I think he yelled. Maybe Lanka yelled mutiny.
Is
He's
he the one
like-
that ran in and said, "Oh, you bad boys," or is he the one being a bad boy? I'm so confused.
Well, the thing is, he's friends with the first mate. So
And the first mate is knifed unknown. How do we know he's friends with him? How do we know that again?
well, because they're together in the cabin at the end in 6 of 6, aren't they? So in like in two scenes time.
Yeah.
Which we've already seen.
Where they steal the chest.
No.
Sorry.
So no. So on
You take it.
this one, so these two are in the cabin together.
Right. Yes. Okay.
And
Yes.
they're
Of course.
friends.
Yes.
Oh no, you're cut.
Don't leave me.
This doesn't mean they're on the same team, but I assume they are
Because yeah, if he wasn't against him, why would he come in and be like?
by this point. And then, yeah, we know that he was clubbed to death, and we know that he was shot.
It does
to
sound like a young voice says mutiny. Though,
It does,
doesn't
doesn't it?
Sounds like a younger person saying that.
Yeah, like.
And it says fresh blood, which makes it sound like
So this is
a young
Wiata.
person.
You have a plan. Yes, we take ship and sail east, trade wretched ships. Who's go? Mutiny, fresh
Bastard. Which makes it sound like he's talking about someone young. I reckon the guy who got stabbed was the person who said
So
mutiny.
there's 3 people in this scene who
Yeah.
are chatting together, right? This is Brennan up here coming down, I guess.
And he does the clubbing, doesn't he?
So he's not involved in this.
Not
And then
yet.
we've got, obviously, Husker here coming down as well. So it looks like, yeah, these guys, these are the 3 who chat. And so who yells mutiny?
I think this guy does.
You think it's him who
This younger guy.
yells mutiny
And he gets stabbed, I think.
by John Davis.
By the one with the gun? I mean, there's no knife anywhere, is there? We can't.
Okay, just 1 second. So there's 3 people. 2 of them are
talking
same
about their
team.
plan.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
And then one of them is this.
But I don't think it's the guy having his head blown off that said mutiny, mutiny.
No, it's not, because he's got X's on his name. So he's.
Oh, yeah,
this
he's
guy.
done. He's done, fresh bastard, yeah.
So this is Olaus Wiata, and the other guy, is it? It's either John Davis who yells mutiny or this guy who yells mutiny. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It has to be. So are we just going to say this is...
I guess it has to be that guy then, saying mutiny, mutiny.
He's yelling mutiny. Mutiny, mutiny.
Mutiny, mutiny.
Does it make sense? The dialogue is pretty clear. How are you complicating this?
I don't know. I literally don't know.
We're confused. Just it's too cerebral. This is like, think about where each character is in this scene and track the action back in your mind. So, I mean, he got stabbed here, right? So these two were chatting, maybe, like Wiata and Lanka were chatting. And then John Davis comes out, stabs him.
And he crawls away and he shoots him.
Is that right?
No, because then he wouldn't be shouting mutiny, mutiny.
We need to use our mind palace. Is there a stream before this? One before this. There is, isn't there? Yeah. So anyway, the one before this is going on up here. So this is poor old... this is the one before it. So, okay, let's go to the one before it then.
Yeah.
Because it might make more sense. It might be more clear.
Wait, I'm just going to... Okay, I'm going to think and use the power of my 2 brain cells. So...
At least 2.
I'm going to do a push for them. Okay, there's 2 people. Oh, yeah, we're going to do a mutiny. Oh, naughty. And then he comes down. Says, no, bad. But then, no, they wouldn't be killing each other. So they're talking, oh, no, mutiny. He comes along, stabs him, and he shoots him. But then he's not the young guy saying, mutiny, mutiny. This is why I'm confused. The only way that makes sense is if it's the stabbed guy and the guy who does the shooting are the mutineers. But the old guy who's having his head blown off doesn't say, mutiny, mutiny. You see what I mean?
No.
No. Why is this so confusing for me? Why can I not see this?
It is totally confusing, isn't it? Like, so... Let's go back another one and see if we've got any more info.
This is definitely how Sherlock did it when he was working it out.
He definitely was. With like... You have to
or finger
pretend
puppets.
that- yeah. So this is... We know that this is the guy... Right, so okay, he's on the I mean, the thing is, like, everyone's here. Like, the captain's here watching this whole thing happen.
Someone has left that scene, I think, with the 3 guys downstairs. Can we go to the scene before it?
Yeah, that's this thing. Here.
This is happening. This is what's happening now. Okay. So let's go downstairs.
During this scene.
Yeah, because I reckon someone's left.
Let them go!
All right, so this is where this lady, Emily Jackson,
They're trying to escape.
shoots Leonid
Yeah.
Volkov. After Leonid Volkov kills this guy.
Yeah. Oh, but we say
we
unknown.
think is the first mate.
So should we fill him in?
Yeah.
Leonid.
So we'll plop that in.
Yeah, nicely done.
Okay, so this is probably Leonid Volkov. So he was killed by John Davis, so we know that.
Okay, that's done. Nice. He
Oh.
was called. Ah, well done. He was the.
So that was Christmas socks.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I didn't expect that to be right.
that's good. Okay.
All right, cool. We're ticking them. We're ticking
Getting
them.
there, getting there.
We're definitely ticking them. It's getting harder.
So he's also someone who escaped.
So this
He's
is
in
the guy
Africa
who
now.
escaped.
He's in Africa.
We think he's Davy James, the steward, and
That's filled in, isn't it? It's confirmed, yeah. So all the 4 people who got away, they're all confirmed.
Yeah. So we've got Henry. We got the surgeon,
the 2 women,
and
the fourth
mate, steward. And the 4th mate is John Davies, and he's the one who's downstairs fighting,
Right. Okay, yeah.
which we're going to go and have a look at now. So this is the captain.
Is Captain saying let them go?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying let them go. Like, stop.
Let them go.
But he didn't shoot him. It's the woman who shoots him.
Yeah. And this is Hoskert and Brennan. Yeah.
Can we go downstairs, or are they standing in the
Yeah, I
way?
think so.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Who's
Who's
this?
that?
This is the other topman.
Okay, I reckon this is going to enlighten us to what happened beforehand. Aha! Aha! So look, he stabbed him. He's got the knife.
Oh my god, you're right, it is.
He's
This
the one who
poor
says
guy
mutiny,
was
mutiny.
Stabbed by...
The bosun's mate. Gunner's mate, I mean. Is it Gunner's mate? Yeah, Olus.
He was knifed by this flipping guy. Is this...
What's going on over here? He's bleeding?
This is John Davis.
Who's bleeding? Oh, is it the...
Okay,
He got stabbed back there.
so he knifed him. This guy came running out and was like, "Oh, who? These guys definitely had a fight."
Well, who's the... it's the blood
It's
because he's
kinda
not been
weird,
stabbed
isn't it?
yet, has he?
Well, in any case,
He stabbed him, and then the next scene, that guy comes along and blows his head off.
there's a cheeky hidden achievement for this game where instead of solving it correctly, you can blame every single death on Captain.
That's funny.
Technically. So do you reckon it's John Davis who yells mutiny? Then, and do you reckon this chat is actually happening up here? That chat from before was happening between these two, Brennan and
What was the chat again?
the chat from the next scene.
Right.
I'm sorry. The one where they're talking about
Fresh blood.
this one.
Captain.
Enough. Can't be trusted. You have a plan. No, it is.
It is down
It is
here,
down.
yeah.
It is definitely him. Fresh bastard. Anyway, it's confusing. But
It was really
but
confusing.
we know who killed him.
It was
and
him
we
who
know,
stabbed
we know
him.
we know who these guys are and how they all died. So that's all done.
So they all filled in.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all filled in, but we don't know if they're correct. But I think they're correct. So yeah, he died. That's these are all correct. These are all fine. And then we know that he was knifed by this guy.
Yeah.
And we know that these guys got out fine.
Okay.
So we're done with this.
Well, that bit's
chapter.
done. That bit's done.
We're done with the final chapter. We don't know who this guy is, this last top man.
No.
But it's either
One of two, isn't
it's either
it?
Timothy Buttermont
Or Lewis Walker.
Okay.
Okay, so that bit's kind of done. We've sort of done all this.
I think so.
Thank
So I think
God.
what we should do
That bit hurt my brain.
look, I think yeah, the dialogue goes over 3 scenes, including this one, and the one where the gunner's mate is killed. Yeah. And there was one more scene in that, wasn't there? But we've already sort of we got to it. Yeah, we there wasn't anything that we missed in this one particularly. Okay, cool. Well, we know who everyone is now. Good. We done it. We locked it down. Okay. Oof. Right.
Shall we
Lydia, what's next?
Shall we do the chest being stolen? That scene.
This whole one here
Is it
a
Soldiers of the
mess.
Sea? Or is that with the when everyone starts dying?
Yeah. This is there's a lot.
That's a lot of like the people that were like, they were squished, they were crushed, but we just don't know who they are.
Yeah. We know that this was either the carpenter or the carpenter's mate. This guy, we don't know who he was. This guy is an interesting guy.
He's got an apron on, so he's
This
going to
guy's
have
an interesting guy as well.
a nice little shirt.
Wait, go on, you take over. You have a go. I've had a go.
Okay.
Oh.
Ugh.
Have we got any massages? Let's see if there's any messages. Cinder says, "Hi, Lydia, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is Lewis just a chicken? He just won't admit he wants to kiss Ben. Also, if you could, how would you murder Lewis
There's a lot going on.
and pin it on what Yogscast
Okay.
member?
Okay, so firstly, is Lewis a chicken? He just won't admit he wants to kiss Ben. Do you not want to admit that you want to kiss Ben? What's going on there, Lewis?
The thing is,
What
like,
hidden love are you harbouring?
I don't know. Ben's like, he's just
It's not your type?
not that kissable. I
No?
don't think.
Aww.
He's not very kissable.
That's very
He's
sad.
huggable.
You don't want to smooch?
Me and Ben are like, we're not the kissing type.
No?
You know, I don't know. We're too similar. We're like kissing your brother. You know.
No one wants to do that.
It's like we're too close friends.
Okay.
I think that's what it's like. Whereas with Smith, I can like think about him, but
You'd go tongues and all.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it's different.
And how would you murder Lewis and pin it on what yours?
What is your murder of choice?
Okay, I would. Let's have a think.
Are you a classic woman? What murder, as in a poison?
Poison, yeah.
Poison
Well, no,
is
because I'd
apparently the
change it. Because otherwise, I reckon, Lewis, I could strangle you. I'm like bigger than you. I'm taller and I'm wider.
Fucking hell, I think I've got erection.
No!
Just the way you locked eyes with me and said, I think I could strangle you. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Bristol Strangler.
No. All right. I'm changing this to a good
I
old-
reckon you could overpower me.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think I
that
could.
terrifies me.
All right. I would. How would I pin it on someone else though? I would wait until it was a well-known stream time with. I'd pin it on Ben, I think. So I'd wait until it was that time. Then I would. Shit. I've got to
What
think
time?
this through. When you're streamed. Oh, maybe not though. Ooh.
Oh, I see. You need to give the perfect alibi.
I need an alibi. I need to be doing something else, and someone else is meant to be with you. But what I have to do, though, I'd have to do a classic, like, kill you at a time, but then make it look like it happened at another time. Oh, that's a good question. We should do make this into a thing. This is
perfect
good.
murder.
A perfect Yogscast
So
murder.
you definitely need to have an alibi, and the alibi would be that you're live on stream while it's happening.
I'm live on stream, so I couldn't have done it. She could have done it.
Exactly.
She was live on stream. But could it be... I mean, if you could be like a pre-recorded stream that was made to look like it was live.
Exactly, yeah.
And if it was on the weekend, no one would have known that I wasn't there because, like, no one would be in the office.
And what you could do is that you could create a couple of, like, people in Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you could, like, record a stream, like a 3-hour stream.
Yeah.
Okay, pre-record it. And then, like, put it out. Okay, and start it playing. Do the murder.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, like, you could then go into chat and type messages that you would then pre-responded to.
Yes.
So
And
you
then...
could, like, say, oh, yeah, Infinite Blight in chat says you could poison Simon with something slow working. That would give him a throat and chest infection. Oh, wait. You know, see?
Yeah, and then it's like, well, I was there. See, like, I can
Look, you
prove.
can tell,
I've got
like,
proof.
I chatted to that guy in chat, but that guy in chat, you know, he doesn't actually.
He doesn't exist.
He's
like a
one of your
bot
second
or something,
accounts.
or a second account that
It's
I've
like
made,
your
and
account.
I'm just typing.
You've got like 4 accounts loaded up.
Oh, that's clever.
Oh my god.
And
Yogscast secrets.
To
This is
pay-
it. This is
yeah.
this is the secret to all the streams.
that's it. I would frame Steve. I would frame Steve. Oh, he's
Frame Steve. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll pay him off.
Steve would easy to pay off. Yeah, he'll take any money. He'll take like a Twix,
just give us
and half of an egg salad sandwich.
But then, okay, so when are you? So I've killed you that Saturday when I'm streaming.
Yeah.
And then I've put your body somewhere else in the office and made it look like someone else has done it. No, wait. Murder's hard, isn't it?
Well, all you have to do is well, first of all, like I think. Okay, first of all, if I know anything about this, you have to hide the body.
I've got to get rid of the body.
Because then it's just a missing person
Yeah.
until the body's discovered,
Yeah.
right? So if you can get rid of the body in a solid way,
Okay.
they'll never find out.
Where's
right.
somewhere that no one
The
goes?
best ways to get rid of a body, okay, are
Chopping it up.
one,
Burning it.
like to permanently get rid of it, you can obviously like a classic way, a terrible way, is to dissolve it in acid. Doesn't work.
I want to do an old school murder mystery though. Agatha Christie didn't dissolve anyone.
Pushing it out, it'll be found instantly. No good pushing. You need to, the classic way, the best way that I heard was to have, this is what the mafia used to do. They used to have like a pig farm.
Pig farm.
And they would just feed the body
Classic.
to the pigs. Pigs would eat it up.
That's
but
a
then
great
you'd have
way.
to be careful because you'd end up with the teeth still. Because you don't want the pigs to like, because they wouldn't be able to digest the teeth.
Yeah.
And that would make them sick.
Is that
So
the
you'd have
one thing
to-
they can't?
You'd have to pull all their teeth out of the body.
Ugh.
I know, it's getting rough.
I mean, like, do I have time to do all this?
Yeah. This stream is actually pre-recorded and Lewis is actually pushing people into the cloud right now and Lydia is strangling people. with your big
Sure, my
hands.
giant manly hands. I do have really big hands. These hands are made for strangling. Yeah, I think, well, I don't want to dissolve you and I don't want to rip your teeth out. I think I'm just going to kill you, put you in someone else's room to frame them. I'm putting you in Tom's room. I'm framing Tom.
Okay.
Tom comes in on the weekend sometimes. Then I kill you, put the pre-recorded stream up. That's my alibi. Somehow blame Tom. Get Tom's fingerprints on your neck somehow.
Okay. I'm thinking maybe like, you know, you put me in the freezer.
In
okay?
the kitchen.
Yeah,
Just
because there's
one
never
nice
anything in that
empty,
freezer.
nice
Like,
little
squash
ball.
me into the
Squish
freezer,
you up.
freeze me up, and then put some like tape around it.
Yeah.
Say freezer broken, do not open.
Oh, no one goes into it until summertime when the cocktails come out.
Yeah, but what we do then is you just sabotage the fridge, right? And so it's broken.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, we're gonna have to replace this fridge. You get a van, put the freezer in the van, drive the freezer out to like the woods, dig a hole, put the whole thing in there,
Freezer in the woods.
and then
Is that
like
not weird?
bury it.
Suspicious?
Because then it'll be sealed, right? Because you want to seal it
Yeah.
from the smell, the sniffer cadaver dogs and stuff.
And be perfectly.
And also, when you freeze a body, you lose all idea of the time of death,
Yeah.
right? So people aren't going to know exactly when he was killed.
No one will know.
But then again, it might come back to you. It's better if they do know exactly when he was killed, because then you've got the alibi.
Yeah, exactly. If they're like, it could be any time. I can't be like, I was streaming.
And so you either want them to find the body, but you've got the perfect
Yeah.
alibi, or you want them to never find the body, but then not be able to pin it back on you.
I want them to find the body, and I want to frame someone else.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want one of this spending every day waiting for them to find the fridge in the woods. I want to see Tom rot in jail for your
Killing me.
murder.
I see. So you wanted to kill two birds with one stone.
Get rid of Tom, get rid of Lewis, then I can rule. There we go. Oh, I guess I could actually frame Simon. That would make sense. And then get rid of both of the big dogs.
Holy crap. This is literally the plot of Volva, Lewis. What? I didn't know this. I didn't know. I'm reading chat. Oh, the fridge done the murder.
Exactly.
Right, we're going to have a quick 5-minute
Yeah.
break, guys. And then when we're back, we'll continue trying to figure out what's going on this flipping boat. We're smashing through it, though, today.
Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Hopefully, we might be able to unlock what happened in that other extra chapter.
I hope so. Because
I
you
don't
haven't
know how
done
to
that, have you?
unlock it. No, I haven't done it, and they don't know how to even unlock it. So I assume you have to get everything, like almost everything, up to a point. I
Yeah.
think it's that you see that end bit. It's like says you have to like get everything, because on that compass at the very end,
Oh, all the lines.
all the line. I
Right.
think we have to get it up to that dotted line.
Right, and then that reveals
The last bit.
the last
bobs.
bit. Okay, well, let's try and do it. We'll try our best anyway.
All right.
All right, guys, see you in a bit.
See you in a little bit. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Lewis and Lydia on the murder boat, trying to figure out who killed everyone or how they died for insurance purposes. I am enjoying this greatly.
Me
I was
too.
just telling a little story. So when we had a fire alarm just about 10 to 11, just as we were about to start the stream.
Yeah.
And like as it went off, I jumped and I knocked this whole pot of soybeans all over the floor. And I was like, oh, this is a fucking disaster. But meanwhile, while just before I did that, I was rushing around to get a coffee from the coffee machine, and all I wanted was like a shot of espresso. And I was like, Hannah was filling up her thing with like a double cappuccino. It was like a massive mug, and she's like, it's like the thing's like going crazy. Anyway, I was like, what's going on here? It's taking like 5 minutes to make a coffee. So I'm stood there, watched it, and Hannah's like, oh, I think it's done. So she takes a cup of coffee away, and I like put my cup in, and then it carried on with like more stuff for her
More
coffee.
cappuccino.
But it added like basically the double espresso shot.
Yeah.
And so I took the double espresso shot into my cup, and I was like, thanks, Hannah. I just left. So she then had to put her fucking...
Oh, you took
So
her coffee.
she ended up with this coffee,
Massive
which was
thing of
basically
milk.
chocolate and hot milk and a bit of water.
You just nicked her coffee.
And the last thing the machine does is throw the coffee in.
Oh, I see.
So, yeah. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry, I was just poking around on the list, and I don't really think I've learned anything actually. Although we have got a good deal of important people identified. We
Yeah.
haven't identified who this guy is, the ship's steward, which I
mind me.
feel like should be fairly easy to do, and also the helmsman.
Oh yeah,
He's
the guy
fairly
who...
iconic.
Sorry guys, you know I like to eat.
We ended up identifying the person because he had a load of like briefcases and books on it.
We did when you were trying to...
And he looked like a
Trying to
sort of
escape.
responsible man. We also should really know who this is, the surgeon's mate,
Because he'll be...
because I think he was in with the surgeon. Do you remember?
Can we look at him and see the two... Like, is it the memory... If he's in, like, two memories with the surgeon, then we'll know that that's...
Because he was this guy.
Can we see his... What's his memories?
So okay, so yeah, Well, where were we? Sorry, just I'll take us back. Just because I was thinking, we need to go through all the Sailors of the Sea stuff where everyone got all horribly butchered and.
Yeah, let's
burned
work
and
out some of
horrible-
the
all that
big old
horrible
murders.
crap.
Lydia always eats on a Yogscast stream. It's true. It's actually true. Especially when Lewis is around.
Let's just go to this guy for a second. So this guy died in here. See this guy here. Okay. Who is it?
Do we think that he's the mate?
I mean, this
out
must
with
be
him.
the surgeon and the surgeon's mate, right? There's no way it's not.
He's very blasé about it all, though, isn't he? He's just sitting back, loving
Because
life.
I was thinking we need to figure out who these guys are, because they're quite, like, key. Yeah, look, James Wallace, see, he's not been put in. And we know he dies or was clawed at some point by a horrible beast.
And he has got the apron. Does he have the same sort of apron on as the surgeon? Are they both wearing... No,
Yeah,
well, like
well-
what are they called?
He's got, like,
Braces?
see what I mean? Some, like... And also, he was in the scene where they were cutting that guy's leg off.
Yeah. Oh, if he was in that, so he's got to be them. If he wouldn't just be hanging around with that guy.
I think we can very safely put him in. Anyway. Yeah, and then who else?
He was with the
thinking
surgeon
about?
on the sickness bit. Yeah.
Who else haven't we labelled up? The bosun's mate. I mean, he's French, and I feel like we should have been able to flag him at some point.
We know that he... fell off, got ripped apart. There was some kind of conversation where he was like, where's my French man?
That's right.
And he was
Yeah.
like, your friend got ripped apart.
Where's my Frenchman?
Where's my French man? So we know that he's one of the people that got ripped apart.
Yeah. Let's go and check on the...
I reckon if we go to one of the scenes with the beast, there'll be someone being like, ooh la la, being all
reckon there
French.
will be.
And then we'll
Yeah.
know that that's him.
So, this... Where was... Is this where... This guy... Oh, so many dead boys. Who's this?
Yeah, who am I here?
Just I'm wondering who this is. Unholy Catches. Okay, so
This is when the mermaid was like, aha, I'm alive.
Okay, so we didn't really get to cover this too much, but there's a lot of shit going on here. So this is where they've come back.
Right, shit's about to go down, basically. They're bringing over the mermaids and stuff, and they're about to come back to life.
Yeah, unholy captives. So, yes. So okay. So, the Captain Nichols came back on his own. He got shot by Chio Tan, who is one of these guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is obviously the surgeon.
Mm-hmm.
And this is surgeon's
His mate. There we go. Bam. It has to be. They're just with each other.
It makes sense, doesn't it?
He's always like hovering nearby. So yeah.
This guy.
This guy. He's wearing a hat. He looks familiar. Okay.
Oh,
Henry.
it's Brennan.
Goddamn Brennan.
And this is one of the.
This is the guard. Formosan guard. No. Who's he?
So this is. I don't know.
When did he get spiked? We got to go back.
So this guy was holding on to Chio Tan, who had him under arrest.
Oh, they both got spiked. It went through them both.
The spike spiked them both. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the bosun going, spiked them both.
Spiked them, give them a spiking.
And this guy could be the bosun's mate? Question mark.
Could be. He is wearing stripes. Very French.
He is looking very French.
Looking French.
All right, let's put him tentatively in as the bosun's mate, because I feel like we need to flag up these senior officers on board. I was actually going to look at the carpenters and see if I could find them.
Oh, yeah, because we definitely had that scene.
Oh, this is the gunnery sergeant, the gunner, who ended up trying to fire the cannon at the beast later and got himself killed.
There's the captain.
This is Martin. This is the captain without his hat on, so he's looking a bit weird. And this is the first mate. This is the bosun.
That's the
gunner's
the
mate.
guy who got his head
The gunner's mate.
squished. Got shot, didn't he?
Gunner's.
And stabbed that other guy.
So we've got a regular old seaman here, I guess, just carrying some. Oh no, this is one of the Chinese top men. This is the Nicholas Bottrill.
Oh, he's the one that tried to save. That guy tried to save.
This is the top man who's
Chinese.
got Claude.
I mean, was he Christmas socks?
Yeah, Christmas socks. This is Lars Linda, who was betrayed and by that evil guy and shot. This is a guy who fell overboard.
But we don't know his story.
No, but he is probably a regular seaman, and he is fairly dark-skinned. But that doesn't mean anything. But
if that guy is the bosun's mate, we know he got ripped apart by the beast.
Yeah, we do.
I think that's what they said, ripped apart by the beast.
Yeah, okay. Shall we say torn apart?
Torn apart by the beast.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Lydia, you're fucking doing it.
Boom!
Jesus.
Correct, nice. Fell overboard to his death, was torn apart by the beast. Was clawed by
that was the
beast.
surgeon's mate.
Cool.
And this guy was knifed by Elias. Uyata.
We're getting there. Another line.
In a sense, like, it's nice that we get through it, but at the same time, it's a bit stressful because you have to confirm them in threes.
Yeah, so...
And it gets harder and harder. So, like, for example, it might be worth just having a quick look through and seeing if any of the ones that we put in were wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
if we've got three that are filled in and it's still not gone.
Yeah, things that we actually, like, filled out. But actually, it looks like we've not filled too many out. Do we know who killed Lars Linda?
Clubbed unknown.
Yeah, it was his brother, wasn't it? It was Samuel Peters' brother. Do you remember?
I thought he got... I thought Lars Linda was the guy who went crazy. No.
Lars Linda was the guy who was on this bench. Remember, he was trying to get on the boat with those guys who escaped. And he said, "You killed my brother." We talked about this earlier.
But he got shot then.
No, he got.
Oh, did he get clubbed?
He got clubbed
round
the head.
Then it's the brother.
By the Peters brother, Nathan. I'm sure that's right.
Is that? What's his last memory? Can we just look at him and see his last memory?
Lars Linda, yeah.
Lars Linda. Where is he?
He's actually like here, I think.
Yeah, let's look at his Perish in the Doom Part 1.
Do you remember this?
Oh yeah, Let Me On.
Let me on board. over my dead body.
You bloody Dane. Yeah.
Do I forget you killed my brother?
And he got smashed. Yeah, you're
Well,
right.
that was an accident. The ropes. It wasn't his
I
fault.
saw the whole
And then he
thing.
just clubbed him around the head and insta kill.
Insta kill. Okay, right. Yeah. So that's right.
Yeah. Search is made. Blah 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 blah. These guys are all here. Okay. I just wanted to check this stuff. So what's going on down here? This is the scene where the flipping fish, the mermaid fish, clubs the cook.
Yeah.
The cook's like, oh,
Ooh,
delicious. This looks deliciously
Yeah.
tasty. He's not actually in very many scenes, but yeah, he's definitely
He
getting
gets
clubbed to death pretty
clubbed.
bad here. This is an unknown.
Don't know.
Oh no, this is
okay.
Nathan
Nathan
Peters.
fell
So this is the
overboard.
guy who clubbed Lars Linda to death.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just saw him. This guy looks terribly ugly. This is John Naples. He was killed with a sword by Philip Dahl. So this is the guy who was killed by the captain steward when the captain steward went mad.
Right. His
Down
leg got chopped
later
off.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the front of these, carrying these, is the Indian crewman who was crushed by a beast, and the other Indian crewman who was crushed against the wall by cargo. So that's where he died.
Right. He's
He
about to
dies
get
in the
crushed
next
because this
scene,
is about to fall on
because
him.
this is about
Yeah.
to drop, and then this crushes him against the wall.
Who's that? We don't know who that
I don't know who this is. He's quite a mysterious character. This is
Yeah.
Thomas, Peter
Peter.
Milroy, and I guess he's got his friends with him.
So one of them will be the Thomas guy. Is it?
That's Charles, and Thomas Langford.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
they're
they're
all
mates.
hanging out together.
Who's you running off?
There's a guy at the back here.
Sneaky boy. Who's he? I don't recognize.
Is that the artist? Oh no, it's the captain steward, Philip Dahl.
Ooh.
We don't know what happens to him.
Why is he running off? Where's he going?
He's got an unknown fate. And then these two are also in the scene. This is the third mate, steward, who was crushed by a cannon. This is the fourth mate, steward? Yeah, David
Davey.
James. So they're chums. It's worth knowing who's chum.
Yeah, who's friends? If we saw the scene after this, could we see where this captain steward runs off to?
Yeah.
Where does he go?
Let's go back or forwards. Which way do we want to go? I guess we want to go to these guys' desks.
Unholy captives. Okay, yeah, so they're about to...
So this is where they hoist this thing up.
Spike goes right through them both. This guy, he's got an earring. Does he have an earring? It's like an earring.
Yeah, he does, doesn't
Like
he?
a hoop earring.
He's quite different. He's like quite unusual
I reckon
guy.
he could be the guy from Sierra Leone.
I reckon so.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't look very English to me.
Like that gold hoop, I think, is meant to be a bit of a clue.
These guys are lucky. Look at that. Goes straight through the captain's legs.
Lucky boy. Although,
This must be the
Not that lucky.
the guy who's doing the translating, I think. So he's doing the translating.
he's the translating guy. Right, okay.
So yeah. Who's this over here? Oh, it's the surgeon. So I see. So what they've done is they've got the boat. They've laid out all these guys. Here's the surgeon.
God, what the hell happened to
situation.
them?
And then they're hoisting this up.
And then it goes...
Starts shooting. It's the third mate.
Martin. We still don't know what happened to Martin, do we?
No.
They're bringing the chest up. We don't know who that is.
Don't know who that is. He was shot by a cannon.
And we
Let's go
don't know who
follow
that
the
guy
board.
is.
This is John Naples. Okay, cool. We can't go downstairs, actually, it looks like here. These guys are all pulling...
But this is before the guy ran away, isn't it?
This is before...
The guy, we don't know his fate. What was the one afterwards?
So it looks like these guys were... After what happened was these guys were hoisting this up.
They were hoisting.
And then they got put onto the duty of lifting the stretcher.
Right.
And so they
and
carried
he
the
got-
stretcher
yeah,
downstairs,
he
which got
crushed
them
by it.
killed. We reckon that's the bosun's mate because he's hanging out with the bosun.
Oh yeah, again he's with him, which would make sense. Would he be hoisting if he was the bosun's mate? I don't know.
Is there any way for us to identify these random, these random seamen and stuff? Like, I mean, apart from the fact that they're obviously crew members, right?
But how to tell?
And there's
which
really not
one?
that many left. In fact, there's only 3 that we haven't.
Yeah, that's
named.
true. Alexander or George.
Alexander Booth, George Shirley, and Alexei Toporov. So I feel like we should be able to know who the other Russian is from hanging out with the other guys, right?
Right, we had three.
See, this guy doesn't appear very often. He's a seaman. This is a Russian.
Two Russian
This is a
guys.
Russian, and this is Samuel Peters. This is Nathan Peters. So where's the third Russian? Is he here?
Oh, he was down. Well, no, actually, that was the guy who was playing cards with them. The guy who was playing with cards was one of the ones shooting, but we don't know if
Oh, yeah,
he
you're
was
right. This
the
guy.
Russian guy or not.
So do we think this guy is a Russian guy?
I mean, it would make sense if he was playing cards with them and they're speaking in Russian. Otherwise, he's going to be like, what are you all saying? Like, you'd assume that the Russian guys would play cards together because they're speaking the same language. I mean...
So these two are here together pushing this thing,
Yeah.
right? So these are the two in this boat, right? So they're obviously both the same role. One of them is they're both seamen. I suppose we can put that in
Yeah, unknown.
because I think they probably are seamen as opposed to he fell overboard. So this guy's either Alexander Booth or George Shirley, both of which sound like it's going to be difficult for us to figure out.
I think we might have missed something.
You think?
Yeah. But I don't want to look too much at chat. But
They walked up to the guy with the musket who had the other dudes next to him. He was wearing a French naval uniform. Why would a top man be in the firing squad though, the Russian guy?
that's true. Who would make up the
No,
firing
this would
squad?
be the this would be a seaman in the firing squad.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
This Russian guy.
The other firing squad members are
Well, it wasn't. No.
Henry Brennan, Jill Naples, and Patrick O'Hagan.
Well, we weren't saying he was a top man because we already did that guy. That guy's already done the Russian top man. So this must be the other Russian seaman.
Well, he was at the table with the other Russians.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? I reckon it's got to be Alexei, but we don't know his unknown.
Well, I reckon I can make a note. We don't know how he died. Did he? What happened to this guy?
Look at his last memory, if we can. Disappeared in the calling. Oh, he's on the boat. We need to go to that scene.
We already put this guy in as a Russian.
Yeah,
You
because
know what I mean? Did he just like get spiked by a terrible beast or drown or something? How did we miss out what his fate was?
can
Was he like dragged overboard?
I
We
don't
know.
Yeah, he
We need
must
to
have.
go
Maybe
back
he
to that,
fell
I
off and
guess.
we didn't see.
Well, we can go back to that scene.
Yeah,
It's like right
around
here.
here, isn't it? Yeah.
That doesn't feel like it's impossible to get to.
Okay, this is where it's all.
So this is where everything went horrible.
So who?
So we've got this guy.
Speared by a beast.
So this is one of the Chinese guys. The other, one
Possibly
of
the
the other
translator.
Chinese guys.
Yeah.
And so that means he has to be a top man. So it's either Wei Li or Li Hong.
Yeah.
Wei Li or Li Hong.
Okay.
I'm going to put fucking one of them in.
Oh my God! Nicely
Gotta get.
done.
I ain't got all day. I've already identified two of them by their fucking shoes. I feel like...
Yeah, we were right. He's the guy with the gold earring,
How to do DM.
and he was clubbed by Nathan Peters.
Okay, so we know that Lars Linder died. We got this guy.
You do need to use a lot of brain juice for this.
So that was the Chinese guy on the he died. He got eaten. Samuel Gilligan, we know how he died. That was Vincia, we know how he died. This is Nichols. He's hiding. This is O'Hagan who got speared.
So where's the other guy?
So he must have died
He must
even
have
sooner.
He must have been dragged off maybe right at the beginning. Can we go? We need to go deeper.
We need to go back to this guy.
Yeah.
Because he was like, this was when it all started kicking off, right?
Because he got a...
Keep rowing!
He got speared, yeah.
Where is it? Sir,
So Nichols is here with a gun looking out. He's like, what the fuck?
What's going down?
This is...
This is the guy. This is the guy. What happens to him?
Yeah, what does happen to him?
He's there and then he's not.
So this guy gets fucking speared. She's still alive at this point.
He gets dragged off. Or mangled. Is he done? Clawed. He's done.
He gets clawed. Oh yeah, it does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And this, we know
yeah.
that this is correct. This is Alarkus
Oh, yeah.
Nikushin.
So he's done. One of the Russian guys.
So this is the Chinese guy.
He got
the
speared,
top
and he's
man.
using that to free himself, and then he'll go open up the thing. What the fuck happens to the guy in the middle?
So it's just this
What
guy
happens to him?
who we. Hang on, can we?
Is the next death the one we just looked at, where he's just not there anymore? That can't be right. Is there an in-between death?
So it's this one. Mother of God, keep rowing. They are here. Where is it? There's something there. I see it.
Muslim, stay down.
Give us a weapon. So he says, give us a weapon before he gets whacked in the neck by the wapoon. He gets wapooned. Wapoon. Wapoon. That's a meme, but we're already just trying to do our best to kill.
I know.
So this guy could be anyone, honestly. He could be anyone, but we think he's probably this guy.
It's weird, though, that we don't see him. Is there no other person that we can look at that we see what happens to him? It's weird that he's just there and then he's not. Like, usually they at least sort of...
He was hanging out with the Russians, and there's another Russian on the other boat.
Can we go into all these people's memories and just... of this moment? See what
Yeah.
happened to him. He must be one of them.
Well, we need to go. I think we need to go forward one. Annoyingly, hang on. Let's just go forward, back forward one. Okay, so that was 2 of 4. We need to be on 3 of 4.
And then we were on 4 of 4, weren't we? So we missed one.
Yeah.
Is that right?
So let's just. Oh my God. Where is this? This is Unholy Captives, right? So. Oh no, this is not Unholy Captives, is it? It's before that.
Mm.
We've been in a memory for far too long. We've gone around the houses here a bit.
Oh, I see. We've gone through them. Oh.
Yeah. This guy. This is 5 of 6. So this is Beng Xia being burned to death. And he's definitely missing at this point.
He's gone. He's long gone.
She died pretty early in the thing, right?
Yeah, she got...
Did she die first or second?
I thought she was one of the
No,
last ones who
fourth.
died.
Okay, so this is better.
They're dying now.
They're getting killed. And he's gone.
He's still gone. Not over there now.
This is an oar.
Anyone? What about over there? What's that little species? There's some species over here. Any people?
No.
Let's see.
Top man's dead. This guy's burning them all to death.
So we need to go before this memory.
Who died in this moment? I think he did, right?
He's dying. He's on fire.
Nichols is dying. O'Hagan's the guy who got harpooned.
At the beginning, he was the first death.
So he...
Then this.
So actually what happened was the first death was him being speared, and then O'Hagan being speared, and then him being knifed. So we need to look at the background of him being knifed.
Someone said that there is a memory that shows what happens to that guy.
Right.
One of these.
Just find out which one it is. I think maybe because you're so focused on what happened to one guy, like this guy.
Yeah, you miss what's happening on the other boat, or...
I think it might be this guy. Yeah. Okay.
3.
You're still breathing? Can you roll?
Ah! Is that him? Falling? He's getting dragged under? Is that him?
That is him.
Yeah, he's being dragged into the water, isn't he?
Is he just? Does he just fall overboard?
Well, there's a hand, isn't there? Dragging him. See? There's a hand holding
tentacle.
him, or a tentacle, or whatever. He's being dragged into the water.
He's being drowned.
by a beast.
I reckon that's it.
Yeah.
If we know, we don't know who he is, but we reckon he's being drowned by a terrible beast. Okay, that's solved. Question mark.
But we don't know what. But do we think he was a Russian because he was playing cards with them? Or are we not sure about that?
We're not sure about him, but we're going to go with it.
Is there a... what? Who is left of the Russians?
No one.
No one. We've done them all.
Yeah.
What? So they've all been confirmed?
No, we've confirmed
This one.
Nikishin. We've confirmed the other two, though. So we've confirmed these two.
He's confirmed.
Leonid Volkov, he was the top man who was at the top.
Yeah.
He got shot by Emily Jackson, and Alekas Nikishin was clawed in this scene on the other boat.
So there's one more Russian seaman.
With this guy, he's on, and he was playing cards with the
with
Russians.
the Russians. So why did we put him in as? Oh, you have.
We have.
You have. Sorry, my
yeah.
bad.
So
Okay.
that's what we're assuming.
Okay.
We're assuming because he was playing cards with the Russians, he is Russian.
Yeah.
He's a seaman, which is a low rank.
Mm-hmm.
So he was in the foreign school with the other seamen. And, like, I think just because he was hanging out. All right, so I think we're done with that scene. Let's go and look at the mega bloodbath of spider death and horror. And see if we can identify that shit. Now, there was a scene in the mega bloodbath of spider horror where the carpenter saved the day. Do you remember he had that valiant death?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do you know where it bloody was? He died simultaneously, and his body, we only got his body because it was attached to a bit of the spider, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. So he's like, blood was on it. Yeah, in this one. He was in here.
All right. So this is the last part of the super bloodbath.
So he went up to kill it.
So this guy, he was spiked.
He was a valiant hero, but we
So
don't know
he's
who he
either the
is.
carpenter or the carpenter's mate.
Okay.
And we could probably just throw him in as a guess. I reckon he was probably Winston Smith. It might not be Winston Smith.
Where would... I can't remember where the memory was where we had the carpenter and the carpenter's mate hanging out in that room.
I think it might be the one just before this.
Just before this, because that would be easy just to like... Because we'll know if we...
So I think their room is here.
Yeah, I think it is.
And I think that's why...
What, he runs out?
He runs out with his mate and fights the beast. Did we... Yeah, so that revealed part 8, but did it work its way back? I can't remember. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, was there another body in this or not?
Was it just that guy?
Bosun's mate was there, and these other seamen were there.
Topman.
Whereabouts are they, though? Are they up here?
They must be, like, attacking from above.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's this guy up here, and this guy up here. What does this lead to? Because I remember this... How do you get back?
Yeah, how do we get to the scene before this? This is what confuses me about the game.
I think you have to identify, like...
How to get to the scene you want
There
to get to.
needs to be just like a button which is like, whoop.
Let's go whoop whoop. Let's go whoop whoop.
A crab person. This is why Lewis likes the game so much. Nice. Yeah, it's got crab people in it. We need to find someone... Maybe we just need to start at the beginning again and work our way back through. Scene by scene. So the first way to get access to this whole scene was the guy who bled out, do you remember?
Yes.
So he walked around here and left a blood trail, and you find his body. Because there's very few bodies actually still on board the ship.
This was the guy who was killed by... What's her face?
This is the guy who was shot through the wall.
Yes. Yes, you're right. Sorry, my bad. Yep.
So this guy, do we know who it was? No. He was shot with a gun through a wall.
So let's work
by
out who shot him.
someone.
We'll be able to see if we go in there. Who's got a gun and facing
Oh, there's
that
William
direction.
Hosker with a gun.
Oh, it could have been him by accident. But his gun's not facing in the right direction.
It's not, but the gun sort of... You're right, and it's not facing in the right direction.
Could you go round into the room?
Ah,
there's
there's a guy
someone
with a
there. Let's go. I think it's more likely this.
The bosun?
Oh, but there's another guy. Wait, wait, go more in. Oh, no. Is that guy got a gun? This guy here? Because that's more of the... I'm trying to find someone who's got the right
guy
angle.
there?
Yeah. Because the bosun's angle's a bit skewy. I don't think he does it.
He's holding like a...
Can we not get into that
Oh, no,
room?
but you're right. Look, there's a gunshot coming from over that side.
Which I think is the one that goes
It's
through
this
the wall.
guy.
That's the guy.
Who's he?
Who is he?
The guy standing by the chest. It looks like Nathan Peters, but that is definitely the gunshot that kills this guy.
Why is that guy just hanging out over there?
Because I guess they're shooting the spider. Okay, so we can see what's going on in there now. Because the point of this scene is that you can't get
You can't get
into that room.
You've got to just do it through the things. But
Oh,
then
this
how-
was the butcher.
Butcher got spiked. So how are we supposed to work out who that is, though? If he's halfway across the bloody
Well, we
room?
know what he looks like, and also we can go into the previous scene, which was when this guy...
Got a good spiking.
Was it this guy? Was this guy next, or was this guy much earlier in the scene? Let's find out.
have a
So this is the only way you can get through into that main room.
Right, and then when we're in the room, we can work out who that guy is.
Yeah.
And then know that he shot the guy.
That's right, because
Yeah.
the surgeon's pulling the butcher off the door, but the butcher's fucking super dead at this point. And these guys down that end of the room. So this is the guy holding the sword who attacked the spider. This is.
That's the. Where's the? He had like a white shirt. Did he have
We
a
need
white?
to go down this way further, don't we? We can't see. He had a white shirt, yeah.
White shirt.
He's not in the
yeah,
scene.
Doesn't look like he is, does it?
See him. You can see him from another scene close to this one. Says people. All right. So this was what happened next. The
Okay,
fire.
let's go into this memory. Keep going back. Okay.
So this is where they burned the spider to death. All right. So I think it was this guy.
This guy with the white shirt.
I think this was the guy that shot him through the wall by accident.
Was it Stripey?
Well, he has a gun.
Yeah,
I
and it
think
was a white
he was
long
around
sleeve.
here. So this guy was wrestling the spider here. This guy was shooting. He had a gun. He was shooting this way. And I think it was this guy, whoever this guy is.
Isn't that the one we said was the French guy?
Yeah, I think it's Charles
Yeah.
Minor.
Because of
I
the
think
French stripes.
This poor fucking guy was shot by Charles Minor.
Minor by accident. But we just don't know who he is. Can we see some of his memories? What's he been up to?
Well, he can't be. There's not too many people we haven't put an identification on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Is he the other top man, or is he one of the other
Well,
seamen?
if we see another memory, we might be able to see whether he's up or down.
But I mean, the thing is, like, we the people we haven't identified, okay, are this guy and this guy, who we think are the two seamen.
Well, it makes sense. They're playing games
And
together.
so this guy here could be either a top man, an unidentified top man, the other unidentified top man. But who's this? You see, this guy's an unidentified top man. This guy's an unidentified top man. We've done all these guys.
He's like,
We've
ooh.
done all these guys. These are all the Indian seamen. This is the cook and the butcher. These guys are identified. This guy's identified. So yeah, the only people not identified, these two, I think these two seamen, I think these are the two top men. Now, how do we figure out which ones are which? I think we just have to probably just guess it.
Yeah, it might have to be a process of sort of like.
There's probably
it's
clues,
a bit cheaty.
right?
Thanks, guys.
There's probably clues, but we know this guy's a top man. He's either Timothy Butemont or Lewis Walker.
Oh wait, well, do we hear? I mean, they've said
Whoops.
Well done. But say it's Scottish. If there's someone with a Scottish accent. Yeah. So that was Winston. That was a guess, wasn't it? So now we can do the carpenter.
So now we know the other guy's the carpenter's mate. Oh God, I'm just guessing my way through this. There must be something that lets you know who's Timothy and who's Lewis Walker. Because otherwise you're just gonna never do it, right?
I mean, are some of these meant to be? Are some of these meant to be sort of a little bit of guesswork, or is there?
Well, I think you can kind of go round the back. Like once you know that this is the carpenter, you know that this is the carpenter's mate.
Yeah.
Because he was in the room with him, and then now we know that this guy is Lewis Walker.
So we've only got a few more people left.
This guy is potentially, you know, Alexander Booth or is this Timothy Butemont? Or is that one of the guys? So I mean, these two are the two. You know, this is one of the seamen, so we could say this is like
Who's either Alexander or George?
George Shirley or Alexander Booth. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we got some of them correct.
Can't be that much more to go.
I feel like when it comes down to two people, we're doing enough.
Yeah.
Like we've got them down to two people, and it's like it's really tricky at that point to like just lock down who's. There's enough like trouble with. We're still having trouble getting some of these like serious crew members.
So who is left?
Right, people that are left are... We can look in here. So, Martin, don't know what happened to him.
So he's got a... Oh, we just literally don't know what happened to him. Okay.
No. Finley Dalton, the helmsman.
That should be something we should be able
Well,
to
we identified him before, but we took him out. We identified him as the guy who was standing by the wheel.
That guy.
Yeah.
Why should we call him?
We thought
Just
he
say
was
he's the helmsman.
a helmsman.
But we don't know what
because
happened
he's
to
holding
him.
onto the wheel. Well, he disappeared, though, in one of the...
The Doom.
He disappeared in the Doom. And we don't know what happened to him.
So we need to go back to the
See,
Doom.
these
to
two
look
guys
at him.
fell overboard. Was he in the boat with them? He might have been in the boat with them. If we just... Well, we could go to see if
Let's
he's in the
go...
boat.
Yeah, let's go to the Doomed chapter and try and find out what happened to those two.
Is there anything else we've missed here? Do we know who all of these people are?
Yeah, that's the...
This is Charles Minor.
That's the... Is that the captain? Yeah.
This is
no, first mate.
Poskett.
Sorry.
This guy was this is how James Wallace died,
Mm-hmm.
the surgeon's mate. He was clawed to death. This is how Ji Zhang died. Ji Zhang and Nice Boots that we identified by his Christmas socks. This is how Christmas socks
This is
died.
Christmas socks.
He got
R.I.P.
clawed along with the surgeon's mate. Jesus. And then
There's the bosun.
the bosun, is here. And
Or the gunner.
then this guy was the guy who got burned. The
burned.
midshipman got burned,
Wrong place,
killing
wrong time.
this guy. That's poor Pete Milroy. This is the surgeon. He's doing all right. This is the guy who we just identified. We're saying is possibly Timothy Buteman, but again, he might be the other seaman.
And he's been spiked by the beast.
But he's with these guys, so maybe he's more like someone, maybe of more responsibility.
Yeah. What's he wearing? It seems like he's wearing a bit more of a fancy clothes as well.
He's with the other stewards, so maybe he's like
I think he could be in.
Zungi Sathi.
Yeah, maybe.
Because
No, wait. He's got a spike coming out of him.
yeah, he got. I think he got spiked and he ran round, limped all the way around, and then he
Oh.
got shot through the wall.
Oh, I
See.
see. So did the spike kill him or did the shot kill him? The shot.
I think the shot is what killed him, because we've identified who did it now.
Right. Okay.
I feel like that's right. Are we wrong? Lots of seamen. Yeah, he's got the same clothes as the other stewards.
Yeah. So he's got to be the steward guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's
because
standing
in,
with
like,
them.
Do you see what I mean? Steward clothes.
Yeah.
Steward, ship steward. He also doesn't look necessarily English. Not sure about his death. We might have to change his death to spiked if it doesn't confirm. This is the carpenter who was spiked. He's confirmed. This is Nathan Peters. He's confirmed. That's him getting burned. Okay. So let's move on to how these guys died just real fast. Just in case we've missed anything on this scene.
All right. So they're getting their
God.
heads all chippity choppitied.
Yeah, this is Lanka and the midshipman. This guy gets exploded later. They're all fighting away together as friends. This is Peters. No, Emilio Farrell. He gets spiked into that wall in a minute.
Oh shit! He's the one who's.
Yeah, these guys are getting their heads torn off. We know who they are. And then this is what's going on the other side.
First mate, isn't
He's
it?
taking a shot up here.
Who's this
Yeah.
guy with his sword? This is
John
John.
Davis. Oh yeah, this is right. So this is Omid Ghoul. Okay, with the turban, who
He was
you
the guy at
identified
the
on
top.
the rigging.
Yeah, the top man.
You were right. And this guy got speared.
Spiked.
So this must have been Marcus Gibbs. So he was the carpenter's mate. Okay.
And then who are these two? He's got a Winston
This
the
is
carpenter.
the carpenter.
He's got a spike.
He ended
through
up
him.
getting spiked. I think that's actually... Yeah, look at this. So maybe he was already injured. Maybe this is the scene. Okay, so this is the scene where he
These two.
says...
So they
you're-
run out.
I think this is how you find out that he's the mate and he's not.
Okay.
Because he says your boss has been...
So he's about to be.
Oh, this is where the carpenter gets spiked. Hang on, let's just... A demon out of the way.
Need to call his enemy aboard.
What's going on? Come on, boss. No, get down. Hey,
Come on,
Ash.
boss. Yeah.
So he says boss to this guy, who's
Yeah.
his boss.
Get
Again.
down. And then. Okay. Yeah, so that's when you find out what the.
That's how you tell which
The
one is the
relationship.
mate and which one isn't. Okay. God, the bodies.
So many bodies.
This is Nicholas Parker. This is the guy who fell off at the start.
This.
Who's this?
Is he just hiding? I think he's just hiding right now.
Yeah.
That's where I'd be. See ya.
Right, what were we going to do?
We were going to go to where the big. Is it the Doom where the big fight happened?
The big tentacle.
Is that the one we were
monster.
going to do, chat?
What would
Because
we-
there was someone that we couldn't identify when they died. Is that right?
Yeah. I can't remember which one were we going to look at. Who were we going to look for?
Doom. We say we're going Doom. Oh, yeah.
What are we looking for here? We're looking for Finley Dalton in the Doom. Yeah, and see if where he was, how he died.
Okay, yeah.
And then also
Swedish guy.
what happened to
Philip.
Philip Dahl. We don't know what happened to him. Also, we don't know what happened to this guy potentially.
Scottish guy. We should be able to work out who that guy is, right? The last Chinese top man. If we go to, there's one left,
Did we put?
which hasn't been put in.
Yeah, this guy. So he must be
He must be the last one.
Timothy Butemont.
No, yeah,
Oh, well
nice.
done. Well done, Lydia.
Well done, Lewis.
I forgot 2 more. Oh right, okay. Is it completing them in 2s now?
Ooh,
There's so
so
few left.
few. Yeah, nice.
Okay. Zungi Sati was correct.
So close. Oh, look at that. God, Lewis, it's in our grasp.
It really is. So let's see if we can go and figure out how. I think we've done almost better than I did. I think it makes a lot more sense now. I think I guessed a lot of random crap before. So in the Doom, it was one of the Dooms. We saw them all go overboard, but this is how we saw who was on that boat.
Okay, here we go. These are the people trying to escape, but then they all went overboard.
So he went overboard.
All of these guys are going to be overboard.
He went
fell
overboard.
overboard.
And he went.
Fell overboard. All 3 of them went overboard.
And there's no more. There's no one else
No
in
one
there.
else in there with them?
No. And Finley Dalton isn't in this scene, is he? No.
No.
So he's not.
It's just those 4.
Okay. So that's confirmed.
Yeah, that's
fine.
all fine. He's clubbed. They fell off.
So we need to look at the next scene in the Doom, which I don't know how far along
Where
that
was
is.
that?
Well, I mean, we know. Well, the very last scene in the Doom is where she died, Abigail. So maybe we
Wait,
work
she
back
says
from
Martin,
Martin.
Ouch.
So she died.
That's Martin.
That's Martin.
Still don't know what happened to Martin.
This is. Who is this?
Paul
First mate
Moss.
steward. He was killed by Leonid Volkov. And she is Emily Jackson.
So they haven't escaped yet. And there's the other woman behind her, I think?
Yeah, she's cowering
She's
behind
cowering.
her. It's
The
Jane
younger
Bird.
one.
This is Elias Piata. He's shooting away as best he can. This is water again,
Waves.
crashing over the side. This is one of the.
Who's that?
This is Lewis Walker,
Lewis Walker.
the top man, who's pulling poor old Mabba, what
Oh,
remains of
Mabba.
him. These are the. This is the bosun. Yeah,
torn
he was
apart.
about to be torn
About
apart.
just on the way. This guy is also about to be torn apart. Oh, he's the mate. They're together again. So that would make
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That does make sense that they're together. And that is it from that first scene, I think. I just want to check if there's anyone. Was Finley Dalton in this? Yeah.
He is in this scene. Right. Where
Where
are
is it?
you? Is there someone falling off the side?
Can we go up? Can we go up the stairs? Or are we blocked from?
Oh, that. There we go. There he is.
He's got a tentacle.
So do we assume that he got dragged away? This is the last chapter of it?
He's
isn't it?
definitely being killed by a tentacle.
Yeah. How would
So-
you describe that death though? Is he about to be thrown off? Is he?
Well, this is the very last thing we see.
We can't actually see what.
And he disappeared in this scene. So I'm assuming we should say he was.
Overboard? Can you do like?
He was. What is chat saying? Look further. What? What? Natural causes. Yeah. Natural causes. It is definitely in the sea.
Drowned.
I reckon he was drowned. Sure.
Yeah.
By a terrible beast.
By the beast.
He was probably pulled overboard and drowned.
And drowned, yeah.
Yeah, because he disappeared. So that is, I'm saying that was his fate.
Yeah.
That's right. So who else are we missing? Because I think that's great that we just discovered that. There's so much stuff.
Stuff you just don't see the first time round, do you? All right, unknown. Martin, we don't know what happened to him.
We're saying that Finneydon
Finley
was drowned.
Philip
Moss.
We don't know what happened to him. Was he the guy that went crazy?
He was put into... Yeah,
He's the guy who chopped off that other guy's leg.
Wei Li.
We have no idea.
So he's the only Chinaman left.
But we don't know what happened to him.
No. Maybe we can figure out that. Maybe we know where he disappeared or died. So where are these Chinese crew members? So one's there. One is here. One is here. Where is the other Chinese guy? Chat. Where am I looking? Why am I... He's hiding. Whereabouts is he? Oh, is this guy? It's unknown top man, unknown fate. Well, we know who he is. He must be Wei Li.
Yeah, but we don't know what
And he disappeared in the Doom as well.
So he's in this scene.
So he's in what? He must be somewhere.
He's somewhere
in this scene.
In this bit.
Yeah, he disappeared. It says he disappeared in the Doom.
The Doom.
And the memories he is in are part 7 of the Doom and part 8 of the Doom. So he's in this scene.
He's in this scene somewhere. Okay.
Is he being carried off as well? Well, he was a top man, right?
So he could be up. Oh.
Is this him?
There we go. There he is. He's trying to climb up.
He's being pulled off
by
a tentacle. It's the same shit happened.
It's the same.
Same fucking shit.
Same shit, same day.
I'm just going to say drowned by a beast. All right, cool. I think we're correct.
It is, because we've got a well done, all solvable fates. Correct.
Is saying Chinaman not cool? I think at this time I think they were referred to as Chinaman at this point in time. It's definitely not cool now. Oh my God. We've done it. There's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn.
Holy shit, Lewis. Does this mean we can get off, go to Morocco, send it to Morocco, and then do the final chapter?
No, we need to do the bonus chapter.
Yeah.
I can't believe we pieced it all together.
What?
From our we had to guess a little bit.
Little bit of guesswork.
Obra Dinn.
Obra Dinn.
He was pulled off by a tentacle. So it was actually Abigail's info, like from that very last scene of the Doom, which revealed 2 guys who died. The poor old helmsman. He was probably holding on to this, the wheel.
And
Where
the
is
other guy?
the wheel? Like, I guess this is the steering wheel. Weirdly, it's not what you expect, is it?
Hoist, doesn't it?
But maybe this is what they looked like.
So this is the secret scenes where we find out what happened to Martin. And was there anyone else we didn't do?
All these bodies now. Isn't it strange? Like, I really think it's really cool that when we stepped on board the ship, it was deserted. It was empty, right? And then over time, we've realised that this guy was shot here, and this guy was, dragged back on board.
Okay,
and this guy was
so many dead people.
It's pretty epic. But it's history that the physical objects, like we're moving through time, and lots of people have sat in this seat, Lydia, at different points in time. It's all strange and blended into. Now it's full of death.
Pretty beautiful.
I think it's really cool that there's a load of dead bodies.
I'm excited for how much time do we have? Do you think we can?
We've got half an hour.
Chapter? We have to. We can't. That poor guy's been waiting bloody ages for us.
So we're going to head back to port. take the boat back. He's going to row us back to Bognor Regis or wherever we
Regis to Butlins.
wherever we fucking sailed out from. Where did it say it turned up off the course of? Somewhere. Someone in chat is saying, it's Lady Killjoy. She says, I watched enough hentai to know that the beast is just engaging in foreplay with the boat. There we go. So 1 week later.
The Honourable East India Company.
So this is our insurance assessment.
Yes.
23 pages long.
Jesus.
The ship was damaged in squall in the Atlantic, and it was sunk in a storm off Falmouth. So this is what happened after we left.
Right, okay.
After we left,
then there was
sunk
that
in a
storm. Yeah, 20k claim.
The cargo, all cargo lost.
5K.
£5,000 worth. And the crown cargo was also lost. So they were holding some stuff for the crown. Captain Robert Witterell, his fate was suicide by gun. It was found that he killed four people. And his estate is therefore forfeit to the crown. William Hosker, the first mate, he was the guy, he was involved in a lot of stuff, and he ended up getting shot by the captain, but...
Only 25 quid.
His
Not bad.
all his criminal thing was attempted mutiny, so he didn't even succeed in his mutiny.
No,
so technically, he was not
that bad. He was just a bit shit.
Edward Nichols, the second mate, he was convicted of killing 2 crewmates that we detected him have, and he was attempting mutiny and theft of cargo.
He stole cargo.
His estate was fined £100. So yeah, crikey. Well, I mean, so his estate was fined £100, but Captain Robert Witterell's entire estate.
Jesus. Well, I guess unless they had kids, and the wife died anyway.
Martin Perrott, third mate, fate unknown, but he showed extraordinary valour, exceptional performance of duties. His estate was awarded outstanding wages and a reward of £90.
Nice. I wonder how much that was worth now. Anyone want to do the conversion rates?
John Davis, he was... I'd like to know how much these money are, because this money was a lot back in the day.
How much is an 1807 hundo?
How much is a hundo in 1807? Can we get like a modern day inflation adjusted thing? The thing is, it's hard to tell because the prices were different.
Yeah.
Like, how much was a loaf of bread in 1870?
We need to know the bread.
We need a consumer price index.
Yeah.
We need to know how much it costs. Like, how much was the living wage?
Yeah.
Like, how much did someone get paid every year, for example?
Because it could be worth an insane amount of money now, but how much was stuff back then?
It's at least £100 today. Someone says 4. We'll find out. John Davis. So John Davis was the fourth mate. He was clubbed to death by Henry Brennan. He was convicted of murder, though, because he did murder the mutineer. He shot him in the head.
Yeah.
He killed Elias Wiatta.
But he got fined 15
So he was
quid.
fined £15 for murder, even though he was a good guy. Alfred Clestill, he was torn apart by a beast. He was the bosun. He did exceptional performances duties throughout.
He was very brave.
And he never was bad.
So chat's saying £100 in 1807 is roughly
£10,000.
About £8,000-9,000.
Okay.
It's about 9k.
So we can imagine these being, if we imagine that imagine this was 100.
Yeah.
And it went to 10,000. So that's 10,000
about 10. Yeah.
Okay. So
they were getting, the estate. I mean, I know, nothing will bring them back, but the family is getting at least a little bit of a payout.
Yeah. So he was given £10,000
£10,000
back.
then.
I guess that's from insurance, though. This is what our insurance.
That's what we're doing.
This is our insurance assessment.
Our
so
job.
we're making sure that these guys get some money on the insurance papers.
All the widows out there.
So Clestill, he was all right. The bosun's mate was torn apart. He did kill a crewmate. He shot him through the wall, though, by
That's
accident.
an accident. He still got 15.
got-
That's not fair, is it? I didn't mean to.
Fines for that. Henry Evans, he was alive in Africa,
alive.
but he did abandon the crew and vessel. So his estate was... but that doesn't actually matter. He didn't get in
50
trouble
quid.
for that. He got 50 quid. So that's £5,000.
Yeah.
Okay. James Wallace, the surgeon's mate, he showed extraordinary valour. However, he was clawed to death.
Yeah.
Winston Smith, he was extraordinary valour. The carpenter fighting the beast.
Yeah.
He was killed, and his mate was killed as well. The cook was killed, but these guys were all fine.
Yeah,
Outstanding
they were
wages to their pension funds for their families, I guess. The butcher, he did exceptional job as well, and so did the gunner. He was fighting to the last against those terrible krakens.
He got £70.
He got £77,000. His family got, which is nice.
Worth it if you think about it.
Elias Viata, so he killed a crewmate, but he was shot by a gun. So he stabbed the midshipman in the back.
Yep.
Inflation relate. So the inflation rate means the ship was worth 1.8 million.
1.8 million.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, ships would be pretty freaking expensive.
Sounds about right. So yeah, this is obviously, payout claimed from the insurance company. So this is deciding whether the insurance company is taking money or denying money. Yeah. All right. Interesting. So yeah, the cook was killed. The gunner's mate was killed. Duncan McKay, the purser, he fell overboard, but it's a demerit. He wasn't actually given like bad things.
His wages, he still needs to be paid. So his family get paid his wages.
The helmsman was drowned. The artist was crushed. The Abigail was crushed, but she didn't get any claims made. Neither did Nunzio Pasqua.
Because she wasn't getting paid. She was just a passenger.
I guess they're not.
So she doesn't get her wage or whatever.
Emily Jackson, she's convicted of a murder of a crewmate because she shot Leonid Volkov.
Yes, as they were escaping.
Jane Bird, she was given a small fine.
What? Because they left? How come she got fined?
It's weird, isn't it? Yeah. Obviously, it's just weird. Maybe don't know why. The Formosans were. One of them was convicted of murder. This guy was spiked and convicted of murder of Nichols. So their expenses were claimed, but they weren't given anything. Zungi Sathi, he was just shot by Charles Minor by accident through the wall.
Oh yeah, he got his wages.
Philip Dahl, we don't know what happened to him, but he was certainly he certainly killed. He went mad and killed one of the crewmen, Jack.
His leg off.
Yeah.
Stabbed him anyway.
Paul Moss. I think Wirecast may have crashed, guys. So I think we have got to wait for that. Anyway, I mean, all of this is fairly mute. I think there's like a lot of it. So I will read them out though, just because it's worth showing that what happened. I'm sure people want to see. So the first mate steward and the second mate steward, they were both killed.
But one was good and one was bad.
Yeah.
Well, one was the mutiny steward and one was...
Oh, yeah, Samuel Galligan. He knifed...
cargo.
He was knifed by Isia. So I guess he was knifed... He was the guy defending the chest.
He was the guy defending the chest, and then he opened it.
He was Nichols' steward.
Set on fire, right. So he was bad, but then the first mate...
Paul Moss was trying to help them escape on the boat, and he was killed by the Russian with the sword.
Yes.
Roderick Anderson, that poor third mate steward, he was just crushed by a cannon. He didn't do anything wrong.
Podcast.
Davy James, he got away. Peter Milroy, the three midshipmen, one got exploded, one got knifed, and one got burned. We know how they all died. They were good guys. They were just kids learning how to be sailors, and they were young apprentice officers.
Young lads.
Yeah, Omid Gul, the top man, he fell off. We saw him fall off. We also saw Timothy Buteman get shot.
All the top man.
So Timothy Buteman was actually the guy who Edward Nichols shot when he was doing the escape with the treasure.
Yes.
That first time. So Buteman was on the rigging.
Yeah.
Huang Li got electrocuted. The Christmas boots got clawed. Li Hong with the white shoes, he got speared. The other Chinese top man got drowned because we saw him falling off. Got pulled off.
Nicholas.
He got pulled off by a tentacle.
Was speared by the beast.
We're trying to get Wirecast back working again, guys, but this is now a podcast.
It's now a podcast. Use your imagination.
This is what happens. Sorry, guys. Nicholas Bottrill, fine. Mabba got torn apart. Lewis Walker got clubbed.
Mabba.
And then the Russians were all drowned or clawed to death.
They all did they all do bad things? Wait, go back one. So it's theft of cargo, and a murder. Yeah, they all were naughty boys.
All the Russians were bad, it
Naughty
turns out.
boys.
They all murdered or criminals somehow. Nathan Peters obviously murdered poor Lars Linder, who didn't deserve anything. Lars Linder was fine. John Naples, he was a valiant soldier, but he was killed by Philip Dahl, who went a bit mad.
Yep.
We lost, of course, we lost the Indian crewman to illness.
Oh, they got the lung rot disease.
But the other Indian crewmen were all legit. They were exceptional performance of duties, and they fought against the beast until they were crushed by cargo or cannons.
Got their wages. It's
Hamid
interesting.
Udion.
You can see like how much they were paid. So this guy, the seaman,
Yeah.
just got £5. That's his wages.
He didn't get very much, did he?
No.
Old Alexander Booth. He didn't. Well, he got a demerit though. So I think his outstanding wages.
Because he
were,
left, right? I see.
Yeah. Whereas Hamidou Dion was given a bit of money for his merits.
He was.
Henry Brennan. He only killed one person.
I thought he was more evil than that.
I think he only did one murder.
Right.
He was around for the murders, wasn't he? But I think he only actually ended up killing someone. And then Patrick O'Hagan, he got harpooned. George Shirley, Samuel Peters, these guys were just crushed. This guy was crushed at the start, and this guy was crushed by a cannon. There we go.
There we go.
So,
draft.
let's sign this off, Lydia. Do you want to sign it?
Yeah.
Right, you can sign it.
What should we?
Just click.
Oh. Ah.
That's your signature.
Total claimed £29,285.
There we go. The pocket watch remains in your possession. But of course, the book returns to its original owner, Henry Evans in Morocco, as requested. It's amazing that we forgot to look back.
We didn't get that he was going to be alive the entire time.
Off it goes. And then, hopefully we'll get access to the final chapter. I don't know, I've never done this.
So when you completed it, you had some stuff unsolved?
Yeah, I didn't get everything.
Right. 1 year later.
Oh.
Are we in a comfortable abode? This is cozy. Nice cup of tea. Got the fire on. Lovely wallpaper.
We're just sat here with... Hello? Someone's like...
Bit of a scuffle going on?
I can hear some noises. I can't really make out anything they're saying.
No.
What kind of psychopath just sits at a desk like that? I know, it's pretty disconcerting, isn't it?
Package at this hour. Oh, the thing smells just dreadful. Better you don't open it inside.
Oh God, is it a bit of a body?
Is it a bit of the mermaid or the beast and it comes to life?
Oh God, I bet you it's a bit of a body.
Smells corpsey.
Because then that will take us to the missing chapter, won't it?
We'll look at it with our compass. Could be a bit of the first mate.
Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you along with the means to complete it. As the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in lives that we wish to forget. Do not write back. Regards, Jane Bird. So we got the book. We got this thing. What is this? I bet you it is.
A bit of someone's body. Oh, it's a hand!
Is that a clawed hand?
Is it the surgeon's hand? Did she just put it in there? So you know this tale belongs to you now. Yes! Let's go to the secret chapter. Whose hand is that? Is that Henry? Is that Henry's hand? This is exciting.
There you are. Collect your things.
Where's the key?
To that door. Gone.
Yeah.
There's no time. We need to go.
Right. Here you go.
What are you up to?
Nothing good.
Oh my God. Where are we?
What the fuck is that? Is that the monkey? No!
Okay, so the monkey has...
Killed the fucking monkey.
What is it? Has it got a rope on it? What is happening here? So who's this? This is Martin.
So this is Martin.
Martin, he was spiked.
What the bloody hell is happening?
So who's this on the floor? This is
Philip
Philip Dahl.
So again, we didn't know what happened to him. Oh, it's open. It's open. The chest is open.
Yeah. Oh, we got lots of things to figure out here. So that was the monkey's hand.
That was the monkey hand, like that.
Yes.
paw.
So that's the way that he hands to tell us
Right, what happened
what
in that
happened.
moment?
So he's got a hand of the dead monkey
Yeah.
to give us access to this chapter. A friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in the bush.
Oh, so we would be able to look back at it.
And so we've got
Poor monkey
First
boy.
Mate Stewart and Henry Evans were there. I guess they were the guys who shot through the window.
It must be. Okay, let's work out what the hell. Yeah, we go.
There's
There's
Henry Evans, and there's the First Mate Stewart. So he killed this monkey
purely
to put us in here to see
so
what
we
happened.
could be in here.
Yeah.
It's very forward thinking of him.
So we know
what
that,
happened. So he's been spiked.
and he's been killed as well.
He's been killed, and the thing is open.
Well, we'll see how he got spiked, shall we?
Yeah. This is exciting.
Good shell. Captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift it.
There was 3 of them?
Stop! Why? Well, set you free. Give it the shell. Here. Do it. Hoist it out. To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. Get the tail, boy.
So Henry,
The ship. The Obra Dinn. See it home.
So who guides it home? What? I'm confused.
they're doing a
mermaid
bargain
lady.
with the mermaid.
What? So we'll let you go free. Wait,
If you guide the ship home,
if you guide the ship home.
so that people know what happened.
So she came out from there.
So she's been given the shell from here,
Right, she wants the shell.
the third shell.
Third shell in the chest.
This guy's fucking super dead.
So the Dahl's very dead. He's spiked.
Let's fucking put in that he was spiked.
Listen.
So these guys, Paul Moss, and this is the fourth mate steward.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So these are the 2 guys that escaped, went to escape on the
they went
lifeboat.
to get the hell out there after they'd thrown the mermaid over.
Yeah.
So it's the bargain, yeah.
Why cast has crashed again?
Crashed again. Okay.
Why is it crashing, Steve? Is it because of this overlay that we're using?
Maybe it's because there were some titties on the screen.
Oh, that might have
The
been
mermaid
it.
titties were too much.
Mermaid titties. All right, we're just going to
Too
say
hard to twitch.
that poor old Martin Parrott
by a
was
terrible
spiked by a
beast.
terrible beast.
Okay.
We know how that happened. All right, don't worry, guys.
Don't
We'll
We'll podcast it through. So we're just filling in the 2 guys. Martin was spiked.
So I mean, we don't actually have that much info really, other than
Can I look at the dialogue again?
yeah.
Perlism. Third shell count didn't toss them all. So they looked inside and found a shell. You didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me.
So this is what I'll do, Martin. You do.
Oh, we're back.
All right. Okay, no,
we were about to
sorry.
act it out.
We were about to act it out in podcast format. Sorry. So third shell, Captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift this. Stop. Wait. We're to set you free. Give it the shell.
We're to set you free.
Yeah. So
Hoist it out. Why are they helping it?
I guess they want. They don't want. I guess they just are. I don't know.
Just
They're
helping?
good guys.
Maybe the mermaids are nice.
Who's the next body? Oh.
Oh.
What's that?
What is that? It's a bargain. What? So they'll leave.
Withdraw the Kraken, or I will kill you all!
Ah, so it's a bargain. Make the Kraken go away, and you can have the shell.
Oh my God! Look at this. This is the.
Is that the captain?
This is the cap.
Yes, Captain, your bad self.
So he's like,
He stabbed
stop
one
the
of them.
Kraken attacking, or I'll kill you.
And he's holding one of the shells, and then they make a deal with the mermaid. Look, take the shell, bugger off, take your big squid friend with you. And just piss off, basically.
So he's been put in prison here.
So he's stab.
So he's killed one of these guys, and that's. So there's 3 mermaids, I guess.
Who are coming up?
These were the guys that were brought down.
Oh, they
earlier.
were put into prison.
So these were the guys from were brought back from the boat. They were stunned by stunned by the treasure chest.
Right.
And then he captured them all and put them in the lazarette.
Okay.
A captured beast fought its jailer and was speared for the trouble.
I'll kill every last one.
So it's just the captain here. Oh, this one died as well. So he must have killed 2 of them, and there's only 1 of them left alive.
On and off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it back!
Right, so he
Wow, he
shot one
shot
of them.
that.
He is a badass.
So he shot this one, speared this one,
What a hero.
and then
And then what? Let the other one in?
no, then he left.
Then he
Remember, he walked up,
Oh.
and then obviously Martin and the surgeon and that guy
Came
came in and
down.
decided they were going to save this one.
Yeah, they were like, look, let's make a bargain with it.
Yeah,
This is the only way to stop the Kraken.
yeah.
Okay.
So this happened like at different, like there's a time jump
Yeah.
between the captain leaving after killing 2 of them and stopping
And
the Kraken.
going. Right. I was thinking, yeah, it's like one after another.
Yeah,
It's
he's like,
rape
I'll
me.
kill you unless you stop it.
And they don't stop it.
Well, they do. That's why the Kraken goes away.
But not until they give them the shell to make them stop it.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, holy shit. Well, this is a bit crazy.
And then there's still that guy, yeah. What happened
How
to him?
did he die?
Holding the shell.
Philip Dahl. He's wrestling against his chains, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
What's this? Quicksilver.
It burns him.
Jesus Christ.
Right, so he got burnt by the chest.
By getting the shell out of it. Philip, you fool. You fool, Philip.
Okay, so Philip got burnt
So
by
he
the
just
shell.
opened the
He
chest.
opened it up, was like, oh, look at that. Took it out and then got burnt alive. Or burnt to death.
Is that like a hand?
It does look a bit like. And then the mermaids come out because they're like, smells like treasure.
They can smell the
Yeah.
the thing they
The
want.
thing. So
and
they're
they,
like fucking
they use
getting
the
in.
power of it to like summon the Kraken, maybe.
Yeah. And then the captain comes in and he's like, fuck off, fuck off. And then leaves.
Yeah, he's like, get rid of the Kraken, get rid
Go
of
away,
the
go
kill
away."
2 of them.
And they're like, psh.
He leaves. The other guys
The
come
Martin
in.
comes
They
in.
do a bargain.
Yeah, and they're like, look.
and they say,
have the
take
shell.
the Obra Dinn back to port.
Yeah. But then. What's the surgeon that makes that bargain, I'm guessing? Because Martin's dead. Martin's been spiked by them. He's lying on the floor with spikes in him.
Yeah.
So it's the surgeon who's like, look. Because they're with the gun, aren't they? So they are like,
Yeah.
look, you can have it.
No, they kill the monkey
Oh,
at the
just
very end
purely so they
give us-
can go back. Yeah.
to give us this.
I got you. I got you.
Obra Dinn.
Over done.
That was actually the chief that popped up.
Oh, was it actually said over done? I was thinking,
Yeah,
way.
So there we go.
Was that it? So we've done it.
That is
That is the story. And look how perfect that is. 9 minutes to 2. We wrapped up this game.
we did it.
That's incredible. We are incredible.
So this was in like
What I
that
don't
bit
get,
at the
right?
very end. Go on.
Are these? How did they know that they could communicate with these mermaids. Oh wait, there's a little bit more.
Oh my god! How did they know that they could communicate with the mermaids?
Yeah, so I just think it's kind of weird. Like they're all being murdered by these beasts, and then they're like, "Let's make a deal."
I don't know if they could communicate with them. I mean, that's the thing. Like the captain obviously killed 2 of them, hoping the Kraken would go away.
Yeah.
Did it make the Kraken go away?
So they were just
Possibly. Actually, it did. And then these guys, the surgeon and stuff, maybe the captain then told them what's happening. Martin knew about it, maybe. Martin went down there and decided that they were going to free the last one and just chuck all this stuff, get rid of all this stuff,
get rid of it,
and then get on the escapes and go.
Yeah.
And so that's what they did. They dragged it up, threw it overboard, freed it, threw all the shells overboard.
Realised the shells were evil, and they needed to get rid of them.
Yeah.
And is that why they came to attack the captain then? They're like, there's still shells on here.
Yeah.
In that very end, where we started.
Well, obviously that end is attached to the escape.
Yeah.
So right after this happened, they dragged it up, chucked it overboard, got on the escape thing, got in the boat, had the final fight, where Volker killed him and he killed him.
She shot him.
She shot him. They got off, and then there was the mutiny, and then obviously the mutiny happened. The captain went down into his office and fought them off, and that was it.
Saw his dead wife shot himself in the head.
Yeah, because he sort of obviously had to live with what he'd done.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's what people are saying.
Best game 2018.
Didn't communicate. They just wanted the shells and then went away. Someone says the captain made a bargain.
See the glimmer of the shell in the sea from the boat.
Really?
So they did chuck it.
I think they mutinied because they wanted the shells.
I think they did want the shells, yeah. Monkey paws are often mummified. A mummified monkey paw.
They give their wishes, aren't they? Mummified monkey paws.
The captain's already thrown 2 shells overboard. Oh, I see. He either missed one or he kept one.
Maybe he kept one for himself.
Maybe. Yeah, the mutineers wanted to sell them, definitely. Wow.
That was incredible. That was so much fun.
A really cool game.
I really enjoyed that. And how perfectly timed was that? That we've just finished it
Very,
just before the end.
lucky.
I was really worried we were going to have like a smidge left.
Yeah, like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to come back next week anyway
We will be
with
back.
something else. I mean, we'll probably play... I was thinking we're going to play a point and click. I think it's called Unavowed. It's one of Yahtzee's best games of 2018. And I obviously respect his game choice.
Yeah.
Game knowledge. So yeah, we're going to play that next week maybe. And hopefully neither of us have played it. So it might be a complete mess. But
yeah, come back and join us.
Yeah.
For more mysteries. Is it mystery?
More murder.
Is there murder?
I don't know. More mysteries.
More
More
mysteries.
trying to figure out what things go where.
Yeah.
Don't know. All right. see you next week,
See you
everyone.
next week. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Stay tuned.